ishi. Elekwana ihe ọnwụ anyị ga-eje arịọ Chineke ego akwa ka nụ na-akpa anya kwa iji ya. O nwere ihe anyị na-enweghị ụmụnne m ụmụ gị Chineke na ụmụ gị bịa ha na-ekwu ihe anyị nwere. Arịwo onye m chọrọ ka ọ gwa m ihe anyị nwere, ihe m chọrọ ka ị gwa m ka anyị na-enweghị. Ọrịa ebe anyị na-anụghị n'elu ụwa. Anywhere you go on this planet Earth and you don't find Igbo man, they say that that place is habitable. Pack your load and go. Get the fuck out of that place. Chineke ihe masị m asụ ọrụ ike na-eke mụ amụ ụka ekwu mgbe ekere m. I know everywhere. That thing we do not have that will give us our freedom. We know we are everywhere. We must identify where those things are, and we have everything to get to where we are going to. We cannot continue to live in a place where we are despised in perpetuity. It will not get any better. As they ask me to lead this, Prime Minister na chere igwe atụrụ ya becha kwe hụrụ ke ọ mara gị kwue Chukwu ihe ntụgo ụmụ gị wu ogbo. Gesha Simon ekpa awụhụ Prime Minister ma ọrịhụ capable or qualified to be a Prime Minister ka biko weta idea gị aka mma mụ anwe macho ga-eso gị. The movement of Biafra is beyond the individuals. It's a thing of is anointed by the Almighty God in heaven, the King of Kings himself. Igbo in particular, happen there no be Igbo na machari here na macha na-ezuzu ihe a na-ezuzu. Get out of our side. We are not interested. We're responding to people like that, waste of our time and making them popular that is undeserved. Igbo in particular. We have the highest number of individual billionaires in the whole of Africa.
Mazi Emmanuel, please, you're on the item number 2. Start with the prayer first, then later when
I am praying. I am praying, sir. I am praying. I'm not Kumuyi. I said that. Yeah, if you let me finish what I'm saying, please. I'm not Kumuyi of Tunde Bakare. Ụmụ Igbo ka m na-atụ ogbo n'ihu Chukwu ntụcha ahụ ogbo ngwazie Chukwu ihe m chọrọ. Ụmụ Igbo pụtanụ support on ihe a na-eme. Nobody will fight this war for us. No, it is us, our own. Unu chebe mgbe ụwa anyị ga-abịa oluara anyị dị ọgụ. These people will finish us, and if we see all those useless big media hubs, they will start for headlines. So let us rescue ourselves. We have the capacity to do support what we are doing. That this movement in the first place has nothing against anybody. The movement of Biafra, Almighty God, is not against any indigenous Nigerian, as they call it. As a matter of fact, it's a liberation for all. I tell people, and I say proudly, that Biafra is the arrow pointer to the destiny of Africa. You're jealous, you cannot change it. It can only deepen our misery, because the longer they hold Biafra down, the longer Africa remains in its misery that is continuing to be. In saying that, Almighty God, we're not against Yoruba, we're not against Hausa, any ethnic identity that we are not against anybody. We are against evil. We are against people that come for extinction, people that want to kill us. This is not about Yoruba. We love them as much as they despise us. But let it be known, where we have Hausa people. I have best friends back in the days in Port Harcourt who are Hausas, and I love them so dearly.
Sure.
The point is, for people who think or thought that this Biafra movement is against anybody, please think again. It has got nothing to do wrong for anybody. It's a liberation for everyone. And we have people whom God has dedicated to get this thing done. If you don't support them, I don't know what you will support. Ishim Ogi, Yorike Chukuneke. I don't commit any offense. You have blam mete unishi chuku. Karawam. Chuku. Meko moge. Mepe no bro. Ya usho pushna. Pushika because you know how much so that they will understand. You talk of hunger. Agro. Agro kumakwanagi. Mgbe eburu na AK-47 kee ndị na-ama ihe primary school gaa na mara ihe buru nna ma jee tagbuo ihe ụmụ nwaanyị kụrụ ihe ndị mmadụ ụkra ga-eji eri gịsa agụrụgụ ma be nnụ ndị Igbo they have not started. You must recognize that you are hated, and so passionately so. You must understand that. You have to inculcate it to your skull. And that thing is not going to change because you are too blessed. The jealousy will be there forever and ever. Chukwu. Ashana ekpere ngwo mepe oboromo gị ndị nke na-ekweghị ha na-eme. Open their brain. Let them release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We don't want him dead. We want him alive. We don't want our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, will be Biafra. We don't want anything to happen to him. Because unless when onye ọzọ welitere aka elu ndị niile na-amachari prime minister ewuli prime minister muli anya abalị italia yon ma ọfọ aluminium Chineke mepe oboromo gị gwa ahụ that ahụhụ ebe we are everywhere on this planet Earth. We are scattered all over the globe. We are in every prison on this planet Earth. Yeah, we are subject of ridicule everywhere on this planet. And on Chinde Niger, Gondi Bani Republic, Niger of all places. Chuku, Aria Perembe Perenegi, Onya Moronwa Gazonwe. Aria Tunde Bakari, Wagapano Mau, Rabashin Tunde Bakari, and I would get Peranebe, and the Gami Hoji Bushia. Ebana told you. Mepe over. Mee ka ọta ihe a na-eme. Ori ego anyị bịa na gị n'eluigwe ahụbe m nke ego si n'eluigwe daa. Anyị nwere ya n'akpa bụ ụmụ Igbo ha wepụta ya. Kụwachi ụbụrụ hụ tii gị amamihe ka aghọtanụ ndị na-aghọta hụ ni. Ndị nwere ụjọ wepụ ụjọ. Ndị nwere ekworo wepụ ekworo. Simon Ekpa nwanne anyị nwoke tata anyị nwa anyị. Some of us mụrụ ya ka nwa. Onye ashị nne ya mụrụ ya. Oriọna akọrọ ya. But onye ashị nne ya mụrụ ya. Ugwu na nsọpụrụ ka akwenya. And ngọfọ ha aka abụọ ka na-eji ebu ya. Ịtọrọ Simon ike je school ike amịrị ike nwe ego. Support ya.
Chitekwe ndị ka ga-emoji.
Onye isi Chineke ka m gwa gị ọwụ gị nwekwere ndidi nte. Asị m Chineke na ya mee ka ndị Igbo anyị tete n'ụra. Let him finish what he has started, because I believe very strongly that this movement is initiated by Almighty God himself. And I have not doubted it from day one. I won't doubt it forever. Chukwu. Ọ gwụchana ihe nshige ma ene ma ori moto nshige zie ma amara m ebe a na-ere moto. Ise
Imasho
original ekpere ka ekpecha ọgwụ ma Chineke anọghị nke a mmarakwa.
ihe ma ịmara ị nwere ihe niile enweghị ihe ị nwere ebumwe mpụ.
Nke a bụ example of Kọsara Chukwu. Ọ bụrụ ịma ihe bụ Kọsara Chukwu. This is example. Chineke God. Ndị Igbo na-ekwu okwu mana some of them amara ihe a na-ekwu. Asị gị na ekpere bụ gị Kọsara Chukwu kpakpa gị. Ona akasa Chukwu ndị mmadụ aghọta ha nke a bụ the original ya bụ the original ekpere kọsara Chukwu ịghọtago ọ bịa na ọ na-akọsara Chukwu ọ na-adị ka gasị na mana nkọsa ka ọ na-akọsara ya ịrụchakwa iji kwu ekwasị gị na ọgbakwa gị maka ya gwara Chukwu ka ya na-agwa
PM, sorry, yeah, this opportunity this thing chetara n'obi. Once Biafra bịara that ilu ndị Igbo anya all those ilu ndị Igbo anya anyị ga-akawa ahụ a na-eme ya practical ịma na ya anaghịzi eme ihe anyị na ụjọ ọsọ a na-atụ dị ilu but ilu ahụ a na-atụ anaghịzi emeso ya n'omume and also n'ebe ibe ihe na-eme anyị isi because ilu ahụ anyị na-atụ ọwụ na anyị na-ebu
ngwa cheka nchekere ka ajụjụ kedu ka anyị ga-esi practicalize ahụ anyụrụ n'elu gbara ijijigharị
ọgbata obi ọkwa na-ekwu ihe nka ọ na edukeshọn na skuul a na-akụzi ihe mebi ọ na-akụzi Igbo
example ka m nyere gị ya ahụ anyụrụ n'elu gbara ijijigharị
nke ahụ dị iche na nwata ọfụ mgbe a na-asị gị eziokwu bụ ndụ data eziokwu bụ ndụ kedu ihe meziri ndị be anyị ejighị ghọta na eziokwu bụ ndụ na the most important nwo ikwuru n'eziokwu na enweghị ihe na-eme gị n'ọya bụ ndụ and ihe gị nwa our PM represented so those ilu ahụ ekwesịrị ị na-eme practical ọ ga-enye na anyị aka wee
ngwanụ ka anyị gaa na the program unu mana onye ndị Igbo na-ata nọgide na-ajụ onwe m ajụjụ kedu ihe ndị a na-eche wee chegide cheta ụdị inu a maka ya mara ya nwere ịma of course anyị ga na-atụgharị ihe niile mana sometimes ana m eche kedu nnọọ ihe chegide somebody wee cheta that na ahụ anyụrụ n'elu gbara ijigharị mana ịrekwa ya ọ bụ eziokwu
mgbe irigoro n'elu nye ọ na-ahụrụ ka ị ga-amasị ọ ga-efesa enwe onye ma ebe o si bịa ije rum ebe mmadụ ebe ahụrụ na-atọgbu onwe ya ebe agbakọrọ na agbakọ ịnyụpụ ya nwe onye ga-ama ihe nyụrụ enwe onye ga-amasị iriri beans.
Yes. Second part is the presentation of Kola, please.
Kola not. Ndewonu ụmụ Igbo, ndị nwe mmadụ, ụmụ Biafra.
Ọzọkwa.
Is it the one to take Kola not again?
Agalaba niile na Biafra. Ma ndị shi anobi Igbo. Onwe ha ebe anyị nwere nsogbu. Anyị kelere unu niile. Mgbe Biafra bịara otu o si bịa anyị nnu kọndishọn nnu ga-eji abịa chide ma nnu chọọ mana rika m si agwa everybody we cannot be fighting for freedom and at the same time we attempt to emasculate the freedom of others. It's impossible. You can't be fighting light when you are darkness. Onye ejidere as hostage. Biafra bịa nweta liberation like our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu said. He said if you want to exit, the day you will exit, we will celebrate your exit and assist you to grow. He went further to say that we want our neighbors, our brothers and sisters to be prosperous so that they can buy our products. Our success is not pinned down to oil and gas or whatever you think we have. Our ingenuity alone is enough to sustain us in perpetuity, I should say. Then you're 20 pounds. Today, you are the highest billionaires in Africa individually. PM, Mwakoma, with all due respect to your person and to your position, I say welcome to Australia once again. Anyị na-asị Chineke kredigwe ka ala. Ihe niile onwere ka ọ na-eke. Mkpu eluigwe na ala. Amara m ebe mmasị na space nọ. Anyị amachi ihe niile o kere. Ya dume gị. Let him guide you. Give us this freedom as he has started. A lot has been placed on your shoulder. I can imagine what you go through. But iron aluminium in ata. And I put it I check machine and who did the response. He just not tanya utis at Tayana. Oh, God. Jishike, welcome. Orim Gamha, but Utable Ori. aga m eji $500 awara gị ọjị today. Ma ochie ga-eme echi m bịara n'ụlọ gị na Finland ma ọ na Biafra ga-enye ihe m ego m. Ọ dị ọjị ka m goziri shi aga m eji 500 awara na PM ofu. Ka biko ụmụnne m nna hụra m ga nha ọwụkwa nnụnụ chi eji 500 ịwa nna ejegbu na 500 welite n'aka akpa nnu jụrụ eju. Afọ bịa were ọjị, eke bịa were ọjị, nkwọ bịa were ọjị, orie bịa were ọjị. Biafra, life and death, ndị niile nwụrụ n'ihe a na-eme. Chineke nna this moment biko cheta ịhụ nwoke ọma, mee ka ihe kwụhụ nwụọ, ka ụmụ anyị na ụmụ ụmụ anyị benefit ekwe from it. It's not too much asking onye isi odogwu ka ewu ihe kwuru na-eme. Chekwa ụmụnna anyị niile, onye ọbụla na-eme ebe o si eme, ma ndị ewu sọsọ okwu ọnụ ka ha na-ekwu, ma ndị ewu ekpere obi ka ha na-ekpe, ma ndị ụjọ na-ekwebepụta bete obi hụnụ n'ihe a na-eme. Father, bless them, bless their intention. Give us this Biafra, Almighty God of mercy, and let the world testify your goodness and your glory. Ka Chineke gozie ọjị anyị gata, ka anyị taa ya ka ọ wụrụ ihe ụmụnne na-emekọ, ihe obiọma, ihe na-enye obi aṅụrị na-enye ndụ. Dodiri n'onye ọbụla.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Our next item bụ Olundembo, a video presentation which our able minister, back to you.
All right, a minute, please.
Ikenge Simon Nokpa dire n'ezie anụ na-agba egbe ya na-akpa nni nwa mụrụ gba egbe na mba obodo ekwere na mmadụ apụtago usu a na-esu agụ mkpa na akpago anụ so meso ke na-abara oye mba anụ njamjakwu na-agba ete ghara ikuku ọma na ọnya dike ọma obo nwa obodo ji bire Simon Ekpa ịbụkwana dike n'ezie asị na ahapụ asị ka ebu asị ka abụ asị ka eburu na-anaghị n'isi ada ama aka maka na ihe ji ama aka debe dike achọba ahụ ụdụ n'ala Igbo. Simon iso na ndị na-achọ ahụ n'ala Igbo, iso na ndị na-ekwu ekwu n'ala Igbo, isokwere na ndị na-achụ achụ n'ala Igbo. Dike bụ aka na-abụ nnụ na-eri ma ndị ji egbe na-agba ọsọ. Anyị na-asị gị ekele mbụba bụ mbụba ihe a na-eme eme na na-eme eme. Ọ ga-eso ụmụaka Biafra na ha mechi ike ha ji iji ọkpa aga ma gị na nwe ewepụta ego ihe asị ihe ọbụla ekwuru si gị dụrụ otu a ka o ya dị mbaba dịka ekele. Anyị na-asị obodo ahụ obodo ihe a bụ ihe na-enyere mba aka, ndị nna anyị ha ji biri, ndị eji ama atụ ihe ha ji eme dike. Simon anyị sị gị na ha kwụ, anyị na-asị onye kpọrọ gị oku na mma ya ji ekwe hụrụ mma onye kpọrọ gị oku na njọ eji enwero njọ na gị nwa dimkpa batara ọhịa ebe ha egbu iji anụ bụ n'ọhịa na-agba ọsọ gị bata obodo mee ebe iji ma ndị polisi ma ndị amị na-agba ọsọ ihe nna si onye oziere n'ụwa njanja nkwụ na-agba ete ghara ghara aja mgbe eji sụ aja ọhịa mkpomkpo eji kparịrị a sị gị kelu Simon Dikeọma nwoke ọma ji biri Nnamdị kulie mụnnadị bịakwara ya kpazụga ikulie si n'ihe bụ nnadị ya bịa ka ya were aka n'iji aka na abụ na-eriwe vue gwara ya eji wuru dike anaghị aza dike na ụkpọrọ ọhịa onye mere ka o ji wuru dike ojembe enwe iro anyị na-asị gị ekele mbụba Dikeọma ije niile ị na-eje na mbaba niile a na-ada ada na ihe niile a na-eme eme gị nwa Simon ịkpachikwana ya n'aka anụ na mba na-agwa mba ihe a na-eme ịnọ n'obodo oyibo mana ijuro na Naịjirịa ndị Biafra sị gị jisi ike n'obodo ha sị gị gbaba mbọ mmụọ Biafra ha echekwene gị asụ na-ekele a na-asị ebe na ebe Nnamdị anọ na mmụọ ji eni mmụọ aja mmadụ ndị ji eni si ha ji agha aka Simon Ekpa na-akpọ ite mmụọ ndị ji agha aka and o ji emekwere n'ala Igbo ọkwara nwa nkenke mgbe ya gbachaa ka mmiri pịachaa m Simon Ekpa jem ije na-eme ihe na-emeni gị ma anụ bara ọhịa gbara wara ọsọ onye gba aka na-abọ nnụ na-eri ndị ji egbe na-agba ọsọ Simon Ekpa anyị si unu ekele mba na mba bụ na nọ n'ala Igbo na-asị gị ekele ihe a ka ndị okenye ala Igbo niile ha sị m onye aka ma ọ kwulerore gị nwa Simon Ekpa ewechi m ehihi anaghị azakwara dike n'ụkpọrọ kwa ahụ ọbụla ihe nrịba ama ji emerere Simon Ekpa ị na-ahụ ụzọ ị na-agba afa ịbịakwana ezi oziọma Biafra abụghị vie n'isi esi ekele ebe na ebe ga nọ na njanja nkwụ gbara ete ghara ghara mbụba dike mụrụ gbuo egbe anụsị emesịrị oke na-abara oyi mba a na-asị gị ekele anyị ekele ndị obodo ndị nọ iche iche ndị bịara na adịrị Nnamdị Kalụ ndị bịara na-enye aka ka Nnamdị Kalụ kwụrụkwa n'oche ọnọkwa ndị si ka Biafra ji adịcha na anyị so n'obodo na ya bụ obodo gbakọlụrụ so nọnyere nni iji wee na-eme ka Biafra gaa n'iru anyị na-asị unu ekele dịrị unu niile ewuchimehi Simon Ekpa akwụkwana dike Simon Ekpa ịbụkwana dike Simon Ekpa ịbụkwana dike usu anụkwa ndị esu agụ mkpa na ha akpa agụ
Thank you very much for that. PM, this is Australia saying welcome. And the next item is the Australia family are going to receive you. When people heard that you are coming, it was exciting. It was so exciting that our brother Mazi Ayo is going to tell us how Australia want to receive you today. So Mazi Ayo, go ahead and let the PM know how Australia is receiving him.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mazi Wunze, my ref. Obatobie, my Prime Minister, His Excellency, Odogunwoke Simon Ekpa. Today, 18th of August, Idris, we were so happy, we were so excited, because Australia has been waiting for your coming back. They have been waiting for you to come back. And I can guarantee you, I can tell you that many of Australians are already watching live. They are here to receive you. They are here to welcome you. We, the Australian Liaison, we welcome you once again in Australia. We appreciate your effort. We appreciate everything you are doing for Biafra. There is no one like you. We owe you so high. We thank you for coming to Australia, and our Australian community, our Biafran community in Australia. You are highly welcome. As you can see, there is many of them already talking. I didn't even know one of our brother who said he already met our leader before. Today he's here. That tells you how Australian people are willing to meet you today. You are highly welcome. I welcome her and I say, when we will go in, you will go in peaceful and you will go in good health to be able to come back again. Thank you, His Excellency, my Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Welcome to Australia.
Go ahead and announce the...
Okay, the money. Okay. So this is how we welcome you, my PM. The Australian liaisons, we prepare for your coming. So I will announce their names, the names of the people who is making this your visit a well meaningful welcome. Maazị Chinedu Okafor, 100 Ejemma. Maazị Chikelu, 50 Ejemma. Kwisis Ejemma nke ndị Australia. Maazị Godwin, 100 Ejemma. Maazị James Ezeocha, 100 Ejemma. Maazị Luke Iwunze, 100 Ejemma. Maazị Justin Anyanwụ, 150 Ejemma. Enwere one of our brother, us na ọ chọrọ ka akpa afịa. O jikwa 100 Ejemma were asị gị welcome to Australia. Our sister, Nwada Teresa, o jikwa $100, 100 Ejemma were na-asị gị welcome to Australia. Even though na ọ nọkwa here, ọ chọkwara ka $1 mmatu owu ma afa, mana ọ ga-ejizi aka ya wee kwu nke a. Maazị Timothy, 50 Ejemma. Nwada Onyinye, 50 Ejemma. Nwada Miss Luke Iwunze, Miss Iwunze, 50 Ejemma. Maazị Onyebuchi, 70 Ejemma. Maazị Ifeanyi Okoye, 50 Ejemma. Maazị Ayochukwu Asiegbu, 200 Ejemma. And Nwada Nnenna, 1,000 Ejemma. And Maazị Royce, Oji 200 Ejemma, 100 Womaka, welcoming you to Australia, and 100 according to him to support whatever you are doing. Na ihe na-eme masịrị ya na ijisi ike. So total 2,470 Ejemma. Ọ ihe ndị Australia ji were kwado ọbụbụ bịara na ọbịbịa anyị bịara tata da ya ezigbote mma. And I believe that after today, ihe dị iche ga-adị from Australia. You are welcome, my PM, His Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayo. That was so good. And we just say, ụzọ ka anyị na-emepe, we just opening door. Ọ bụ ya bụ ma asụgo ya nnọọ, anyị ga-esikwere ya nri na anyị ga-asabụ ya tebụl maka nka na-abịa. So next item is a welcome praise by Mazi Godwin. Mazi Godwin, you are in the house. If you are, raise your hand so that you will be on mute. Mazi Godwin. Yes. Mazi.
Sorry, Pastor Luke, sorry, big anyway. I just received my message. I just saw a message. Steve, there's one of our brother, our PM, like I said, this your visit today is a welcome development. We really appreciate your coming. So there is one of our brother, Steve, Wafia, and he asked before. So I just to send the other message. No, the 150 a Gemma, where they welcome over, na him, and also nam add the eye as you want. You are welcome, PM.
That's good. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Ngwa, Mazi Godwin, unmute. Minister, can you unmute Mazi GA? Mazi Sonny. Mazi GA.
Mazi GA.
Yep.
Unmute yourself. You may start your camera if you want.
My camera
You need your camera.
again.
You can start it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me just put it properly. Sorry. Okay. Good evening from here. Welcome, our PM. Just for the record, PM, or one of your co-condemned, I welcome you to Australia. Thanks our rep, Mazi Luki Wunze, and admin, Ayochukwu Asebo, for all the good work on behalf of our people. We thank you guys. Greetings from Australia, Prime Minister of the Biafra government, both in exile and in homeland, Mazi Simon Eba Njoko, the Universal Peace Ambassador, and all cabinet members here present. Our formidable media team, led by Mazi Sani Aparawa, we thank you all for standing shoulder to shoulder with our Prime Minister in his quest to restore back the kingdom of heaven on earth called Biafra. Ladies and gentlemen of the press and fellow Biafrans, after the DOS 12 years of leadership failure in regards to the restoration of Biafra nation and their subsequent kidnapping of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya in 2021, the then Biafra spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, will take the next 2 years to fight off the criminal DOS and their one Nigerianese politicians from the southeast of Biafra land, and their cabals from Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, UK, and the United States of America, and other countries of the world where these criminals reside. After he defeated the DOS from Biafra movement, Mazi Simon Ekpa solidified his position by uniting all Biafrans together as one family and re-established the Biafra Republic government in exile on the 8th of April 2023, after he was officially elected as Prime Minister by the cabinet members. Then in October 2023, in Helsinki, Finland, the Prime Minister unveiled to the world the Biafra Defense Forces, comprising of Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Resistance Fighters, the Dragon Marine, and the Biafra Air Force, with the sole mission, the defense of Biafra territorial borders, its citizens, and their properties from enemy invaders of our homeland. And the gallant men and women BDF are doing the needful. This cause is there for all to see. Prime Minister, the achievement of your government, the record of your government is immense within a short period of time of the establishment to this very moment. From introducing the sit-at-home civil disobedience that have saved thousands of Biafrans' lives, to stopping the presidential election in Biafra land in February 2023, and the just concluded bad governance protest that was aimed at targeting to key Biafrans in the process. Prime Minister, you have restored lost hope and dignity of the Biafran people. Your template of Biafra restoration have saved thousands of lives and counting. We, the people, can now see the dreams and aspirations of our children come to reality in the new Biafra nation. Unlike the ugly experience we all had in every aspect of life in the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria, the Biafran people has finally come to realize who really is their friend and enemy. With over 50 million votes and counting, our people have spoken in one loud voice. The total rejection of the terrorist Islamic State of Nigeria and what it stands for, and by so doing, have given you the mandate to take this liberation to the next phase in your template so that December 12, 2024 deadline set by your government will be achieved and Biafra will be redeclared and defended to the glory of Chukwu Okike Abiama. It's freedom for Biafra or the invaders will die in the process. Airborne to the Biafra Liberation Army. Airborne to the Biafra Resistance Fighter. Airborne to the Biafra Air Force. All hail Biafra. I thank you all and welcome to Australia.
Airborne. Airborne.
Airborne.
Thank you, Mazi Godwin.
Yes. Thank you, Mazi Godwin. That is amazing. What has happened within a short time. Next in the agenda will be my welcome address, and then I'm going to present a welcome address to His Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, members of the Cabinet, Biafra Republic Government in exile, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and honor that I extend a warm welcome to the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa on behalf of the Biafrans in Australia and Oceania. Your visit marks a significant milestone in creating awareness to Biafrans around the world, and this time, Australia in particular. We are living in a time where our existence as a people is in question. Over the years, the people of the eastern region of what is known as Nigeria have come close to extinction, having been systematically meted with genocide that have seen millions of people dead over the years. And during the genocidal war known as the Biafra-Nigerian War of 1967 through to 1970, the Biafra people suffered the greatest loss in human history. And we are made to start life again with only 20 pounds, having lost everything they had in lands and properties all over Nigeria. The oppressors changed their modus operandi to economic blockade in the region that sees Biafrans scattering all over Nigeria and indeed all over the world. The best of us are scattered all over the world. Many of us in diaspora are not here by choice. We are here out of necessity. The best of us are all over the world doing wonders, but with little recognition. The former president of the United States of America, President Bill Clinton, once made a remark when he talked about an Igbo man that was making significant impact in technology in America. But little was he known because of no identity. Nigeria has concealed the light of Biafrans for many years. I wonder what Nigeria was afraid of. Afraid of our ingenuity, afraid of our ability to thrive, afraid of our ability to be successful in everything that we do. This fear of Nigeria over the success of Ndibo did not start today. Muhammadu Bello did not hide this fear when addressing an international media in the 1960s, saying that there is this tendency to dominate. Ahmadu Bello said it, and that audio is circulating very wild out in the social media, where he said that every Igbo man have the tendency to dominate the world. He said, if you make an Igbo man a cleaner, he will become the manager. And as a result of that, they make intentional effort to make sure that we are subjugated, that we will never rise. They put a ceiling over our heads. That this fear of Igbo success is behind the marginalization and the suppression that we have suffered in the hands of Nigeria. Just as everything that has a beginning must have an end, this fear is coming to an end. Evil has an expiry date, and that date has come. Israelites were slaves in Egypt for over 400 years. And as long as they remain in Egypt, they continue to serve their slave masters against their God-given destiny and identities. Many have paid the price of our freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is currently under incarceration for daring to speak and say, "Let my people go." It would have been a disaster if after the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the agitation for independence of Biafra died a natural death. It would have been a disaster. But thanks be to Chukwu Okike Abiama, who has raised another leader through whom we have moved from agitation to liberation, and now the redeclaration of the United States of Biafra come December 2nd, 2024. This is the reason you are here today. All our guests, all are invited people, especially people within Australia and New Zealand and Oceania. This is the reason you are here today. To know the extent His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa has made what was once a dream a reality. There are 4 categories of people in the world. First category of people are those that do not know what is happening around them. They don't know, and they stand in danger because they don't know what is happening. Straying bullets will always find themselves in the wrong place. When you don't know what is happening, you are standing in a very dangerous place. The second category of people are those that watch what is happening. Now, just like the first category, they stand and they watch. And they look left, they look right, they are not contributing. They don't know exactly, but all they do is stand and focus and look at what is happening. And that leads us to the third categories of those that talk about what is happening. Those that talk about what is happening are opinion. They are people who form opinions. They are good commentators. They can describe everything that is happening with absolute no commitment. They just talk about it. And the last category of people are those that make things happen. This is where we want you to be, and this is where we want you to be part of history making. You don't have to be on the sideline. A lot of us here in Australia have been just watching what is happening. These are no more time to watch what is happening. This is time for you to be part of history making. And that is why you are here today. In concluding with this, I will conclude with this quote by Winston Churchill, which he said, "You have enemies? Good. That means you have stood up for something sometime in your life. If you have enemies, it's good. It simply shows that you are standing for something that is important." My PM, you have enemies today, and I bet you some are here just because to see whether you are going to broadcast from Venezuela, because that is what is trending, that you are in Venezuela, but you will tell us when you speak whether you are broadcasting from Venezuela or not. So you have enemies today because you have stood up for something. For over 70 million of Biafrans, all Biafrans in Australia salute you, and we believe you are the finisher. So once again, you are most welcome, and we know that Biafra is here, because 2nd of December, so thank you, my PM. You are most welcome. And I will pass to you because you are the next to speak to us, and let Australia hear your voice, Your Excellency.
Biafrans, put those hands together. The PM is here. Your hands together. Welcome, PM.
There one. Olugo Maton.
Yes.
Yes, sir. You are on center stage now, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Good afternoon, Biafrans in Australia. I thank you all for inviting me today and participating in this particular historic tour again. Once again, my speech today and my message today to the Biafra people is the continuation of the enlightenment and awareness on our multi-dimensional approach to the liberation of Biafra. And today, I will be sharing just small history about how we have managed to dismantle Nigeria today using the multidimensional approach. And I'm going to take solace from Israel. My fellow Biafrans, do not allow Nigeria terrorist state nor their agent and affiliate to tell you you can't get your freedom. I am here to tell you that we are going to get our freedom, and we are going to do everything possible for this particular freedom to be achieved. And I'm going to share with you the story of Israel, which everybody knows about Israel, but many people do not know what Israel went through. And I will start with a man called Theodor Herzl. The Theodor Herzl was, should I say, a founder of the Zionist movement. Herzl was an Austro-Hungarian Jewish. He was a journalist, a lawyer, writer, and a political activist who was the father of the modern political Zionism. Many people are only hearing Israel, Israel, but they don't know what actually transpired that led to Israel becoming an independent state. Herzl formed the Zionist organization and promoted Jewish immigration to Palestine in an effort to form a Jewish state, in an effort to form a Jewish state. Today, there is a Jewish state called Israel, State of Israel. Due to his Zionist work, he is known in the Hebrew Kozeh, a visionary of the state. He is specifically mentioned even in the Declaration of Israel Independence. This man was mentioned and is officially referred to as the spiritual father of the Jewish state. It is very important that our people, both especially the gullible ones, understand that your gullibility cannot stop the liberation of Biafra this year. Herzl was born in Pest, Kingdom of Hungary, to a prosperous newly Jewish family. After a brief legal career in Vienna, he became the Paris correspondent of the Viennese newspaper. He confronted the anti-Semitic event in Vienna. I hope you understand what anti-Semitism means. He reached the conclusion that anti-Jewish sentiment would make Jewish assimilation impossible. This man single-handedly rose up, stood up, because of the anti-Jewish activities across the world. He stood up, one man. And in 1896, Herzl published the pamphlet, the Judenstaat, in which he elaborated his vision for a Jewish homeland. Because of the attack, the anti-Jewish anti-Semitism, he had a vision. His ideas attracted international attention and rapidly established Herzl as a major figure in the Jewish world. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you seeing some similarity in what we are doing today, the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the rise of Simon Ekpa and the Biafra government in exile? In 1897, Herzl convened what we call the First Zionist Congress in Basel. First ever. My fellow Biafrans, do you see some similarity? In 2023, we had the first ever Biafra convention in Finland. First ever in the history of our freedom fighting. This man convened the first ever Zionist Congress in Basel, Switzerland. In Switzerland, and was elected the president of the Zionist organization. He began a series of diplomatic initiatives. I am talking about 18-something, when Usman Danfodio was conquering the northern Nigeria. When Usman Danfodio was killing the Hausas, this man was busy having a vision for a Jewish state of Israel. And then he began the diplomatic initiative to build support for Jewish state. I am telling you that we are not land anywhere. But that was a vision. That was a vision, and they pursued the vision. Some people who don't know anything how the world works will be telling you today who is the government, which government is supporting you, which state is supporting you, how can somebody support you when you are showing that you are an idiot? How can somebody support you when you are dependent on people and you have not thinking of your own? How can people support you when you have shown to be a slave to ordinary nomadic people who don't know what is civilization? But today, we have changed the narrative. Now they understand we are not slave nomadic. Now they understand there must be a need to support the liberation and the freedom of Biafra. Now they understand that people of integrity have risen up to show that Biafra has people of integrity and standard. He began a series of diplomatic initiatives to build support for Jewish state, appealing unsuccessfully to German emperor. He appealed to German emperor, was not successful. And Ottoman Sultan appealed to all these people, was unsuccessful. At the 6th Zionist Congress in 1903, they have had the first one, the second one, the third one, and the 6th one in 1903. Hazel presented the Uganda scheme. He even went as far as trying to build the state of Jewish state in Uganda of today. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that Israel had a vision to establish a state in Uganda? Present-day Uganda. That is people, I don't know how many of you, and of course, the gullible ones who are looking at what we're doing today are stupid and whatever. I don't know how many of them are aware of this, that Israel wanted to establish a state in Uganda, present Uganda, championed by Hazel. This was endorsed by Colonial Secretary Joseph Chamberlain on behalf of the British government. The proposal, which sought to create a temporary refugee for the Jews, ultimately rejected. Hazel died. This man died at the age of 44 in 1904 and was buried in Vienna. Now, let us also go fast forward after the Hazel attempt to establish the state of the Jewish state in Uganda, which was supposed to be the temporal refugee place, because of the anti-Semitism, anti-Jewish that was on rampage all over the world, just like they are trying to annihilate Biafrans because of the light we carry. Are you surprised that what we are facing today in Nigeria is exactly what the Jewish people faced all over the world? Then, Israel Declaration of Independence. I want you people to understand that the Declaration of Independent State of Israel was signed by 38 individuals. 38 signed the document of the Declaration of State of Independence of Israel. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that it was only 38 people that signed to declare Israel as an independent state? You don't know. Now you are knowing it today. I'm explaining to you. formally, declaration of the establishment of State of Israel was proclaimed on the 14th May, 1948, by a man called David Ben-Gurion, the executive head of the World Zionist Organization. The Zionist organization that this Hazel founded. Chairman of the Jewish Agency for Palestine, and later the first Prime Minister of Israel. It declared the establishment of a Jewish state to be known as the State of Israel, which would come into effect on termination of the British mandate. Our own British mandate terminated in 2014. That was when the British mandate terminated. When they say you have 100 years, after that we decide. Nobody is talking about the agreement and how Nigeria become a country from amalgamation to the independence to fake independence to today present Nigeria. They put it under the carpet because nobody have risen up to challenge them. Nobody have risen up to question the existence of Nigeria. Until now, we are questioning it under the Biafra government in exile. I will question it with gun. We will question it with bomb. We will question it with civility. We will question it diplomatically, and we will question it politically. And that is the multi-dimensional approach. That thing they are avoiding to discuss, that particular existence of Nigeria, or continuation of Nigeria, they have been avoiding to discuss, will be forced to discuss. They will be forced with the activities and the actions of the Biafra government in 2024. That's where we are going. That's why all these shenanigans, all this their regional government, all this nonsense you see happening are happening today. And they have not actually started hitting the point, because the point remains the continual existence of Nigeria as a country. They are not discussing it. What was the agreement of 1914? What was the agreement thereafter? Independent. What happened for after the 100 years of Nigeria? Nobody is discussing it. And we have seen Nigeria has become the worst and evil state. A terrorist state it has become, and such state should not be allowed to stay even the next minute. That's why Biafra has decided to fight their way out, not the type of war we fought in the 67. That was a very big lesson that we have learned. And today we are fighting differently. I am telling you, if this liberation of Biafra is going to take us the next 20 years after the 2nd of December, we are ready for it. But let us continue so that you understand how freedom is fought. Because many of you who have been in this struggle for the past 20 years actually was following people who do not know what they are doing. And either they were being sabotaged, especially from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who set up the indigenous people of Biafra, surrounded himself with criminals who were not actually fighting for freedom. Now, the event of the termination of the British mandate, Israel immediately wanted to declare their independence. Immediately that termination of the British mandate, on the same night, the event is celebrated annually, the declaration of Israel. Now, let me also inform you that the possibility of a Jewish homeland in Palestine had been a goal of the Zionist organization, the Zionists founded by Hazel, since the late 19th century. In 1917, British Foreign Ministry Arthur Balfour stated in a letter to the British Jewish community leader, Walter Lord, that His Majesty government views with favor the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people, and we use the best endeavor to facilitate the achievement of this object. It's being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious right of existing non-Jewish community in Palestine, or the right and political status enjoyed by Jews in other countries. Now they are supporting the establishment of the state of Israel. What happens to you that is yet to get support from the British government? Have you asked yourself that? Because they see that you have been conquered. Maybe you have been conquered. Maybe you don't have the balls to fight for what is your right. Maybe because you are an African and they have come to understand that all of you are idiots. But we are here to tell them that we are not idiots, actually. We're here to tell them that we are even more advanced, more brutal to our getting our freedom, even like they will ever imagine. That is what this generation, the government, I am the prime minister, is trying to send, the message we're sending to the world. Our freedom is so precious that we are ready to burn Nigeria down for us to be free. Through this letter, it became known to the Biafra Declaration. British government policy officially endorsed Zionism. Now, without the effort of Hazel and those that follows him, will British ever take them serious? The answer is no. Will anybody ever take state of Israel or the Jews seriously? Nobody will take them serious. But they stood up. From nowhere, a man born in Hungary family, a man born in Hungary stood up and said, I am forming the organization of Zionism. That is what led to the freedom of Israel today. That is what made Israel become one of the most powerful countries in the world. By one single man vision. And let me also inform you that this was necessary because of the violence against Jews all over the world, just like we are facing it today in Nigeria, and solution has come through the government of Biafra. And let me also inform you that before the Declaration of Independent State of Israel, there was draft, Declaration Draft 1, Declaration Draft 2, and then Declaration Draft 3. They have the first draft, the second draft, the third draft. I want you to understand that Biafra today, we have already the first draft, and we are already in the second draft. We are not necessarily going to go to the third draft and like they did, but I'm just telling you the multidimensional approach. Remember that a few days ago, I have used Finland, and I have compared what Finland did and what Biafra are doing. Now I'm using Israel for you to understand that we have captured everything and it is woto-woto. Israel had their first declaration draft. They had that first declaration draft was done by somebody called Berenson, Zvi Berenson, or V Berenson. One person drafted it, the declaration. The second draft was done by about 5 men. 5 men drafted the second draft of the Declaration of the State of Israel. The third draft was done by 4 men. I am telling you, after that, the declaration follows, which were signed by 38 persons. Now, drafting the text, the first draft of the declaration was made by this Berenson, the legal advisor of the trade union, and later a justice of the Supreme Court. At the request of Pinchas Rosen, a revised second draft of the declaration was made by 3 lawyers, Abraham, and of course, another one, David Rames. A second committee meeting, which include David and many others, produced the final text. Today, Biafra government have what we call the Declaration Drafting Committee. Declaration Drafting Committee, headed by Bryson Okoma, Dr. Bryson Okoma. Exactly the same thing. Now you are seeing similarity in the state, in the pathway for this freedom and independent state of Israel. You have also seen similarity and the pathway to the declaration of the independent state of Finland. You are also going to see another similarity from another country when I'm going to mention them. This is to tell you, and when you look at this pathway, they are not the same. The Finland pathway to freedom and Israel pathway to freedom is not the same. But what we are doing has similarity with Israel, with Finland. And there are many more which I'm going to tell you. What I'm using is called the multi-dimensional approach that Nigeria can never ever escape that. So we will make sure that if this fail, the other one will not fail. And if this one failed, the other one will not fail. And that's exactly what we are doing, because Nigeria is a complex country. Because of the vested interest of the world powers, it needed a very complex solution. And we found it. We found it. We have solved the mathematics and they found X. And they don't even know that mathematics is cooling in our fridge. So what we do is we are going one after the other to take the solution, the equation, what we use to solve this mathematics, and apply it to our everyday activities in the liberation of Biafra. Now, I want you also to understand that the vote of the 12th May 1945 was convened to vote on the Declaration of Independence. 3 of 13 members were absent. They had 13 members to vote, and 3 of these 13 members were they were absent. And some of them were being blocked in besieged Jerusalem. The difference today is that we are not only in exile, we are also in the homeland. We have those, so when they tell you you are in exile, laugh at them. We have government in the homeland called the Biafra de facto government. When they mock you that, oh, these people are doing, of course, they are no longer laughing. That's why you see the increase of attack and propaganda against us, which I warned the Biafrans a few days ago. I said, there's going to be an increased propaganda in Nigerian media. Don't fall for it. And that's to see what's happening now, because they have come to realize that it's like these people are not joking. It's like these people are getting attention even in the United States. It's like these people are having, higher level meeting with the United States Congress, United States government officials, and all that. This is no longer something that we should know. That's what you see happening on social media. Don't be distracted. I am not distracted. Actually, the more this propaganda comes, the more I get energy. So it is what is giving me energy is that propaganda. And once that propaganda stops coming, I will manufacture something that will make them to start talking. So what am I saying? The meeting started at about 13:45 in the afternoon and ended midnight. Decision to declare the independent state of Israel. Now, the decision was between accepting American proposal for truce, which means at this point, there was already fighting between Israel and whoever that hates them. And America was pressuring Israel for truce, while Israel is contemplating declaring their independence or accepting the pressure coming from America for a truce. And if they had accepted America for a truce, Israel will not be an independent state today. I want you to listen attentively. America was telling Israel, making a proposal for a truce. Israel was discussing between declaring their independence or listening to America. So they decided not to listen to America. The latter option was put to a vote with 6 of the 10 members present supporting it. So out of the 13 persons that should be voting, 3 was absent. Out of that 3 that was absent, it remained only 10%. So now that 10% now decided to vote whether to declare Israel as a state, independent state, or to agree on America's proposal for a truce. So they put it to vote. Now, 6% voted to declare independence of Israel. 4% voted not to declare, to follow America. Are you listening to me? How many? 4 versus 6, only 2% made the difference. What you see Israel become today. So when you are talking about Biafra, or people are telling you don't do this, don't listen to them. 1% can make a difference.
Yes.
1%. Now, I am telling you this history so that you will now compare what we are doing, where we are today, just within 2 years. And you see that what we are doing is divine. When God said the time has come, even if you call Simon Ekpa a witch, the witch will possess me and deal with you. And I will accept the witch to possess me. Some of them say I'm a witch. I agree. And I accept it. And you know what witch can do. Now, 6% voted for the declaration. 4% voted against it. And their names are there for everybody in Israel to see who were against the declaration and who actually voted for it. So which of the side of history are you supporting today? Which side of the history? Are you for Biafra or are you against for Biafra? Are we going to remember you as those who fought Simon Ekpa? At the end of the day, when you see 24-hour electricity, we will be looking at your name somewhere in the history book. Which side of the history are you going to be part of? Are you going to be part of those that their names will be written and their signature will be on the Declaration of Biafra document in Finland, 2024? Because this history we are doing from 2023 Biafra Convention, first ever, they never believed that actually you can have convention in exile. We did it. They didn't believe. They say you're paying money to come to Finland. You came to Finland. We had many declarations, including the Helsinki Declaration document, which is the Biafra Charter. We had the Helsinki Ambazonia Declaration, which is the alliance between Biafra and Amazonia. All those things are going to come later on in the history book. And people are going to study how we outsmarted the most ruthless and the terrorist country in Africa. Now, those who voted for the declaration of independence of Israel, now after that, they now went into final wording of the declaration. The draft text was submitted for approval to the meeting of the Motez Ham in Tel Aviv on 14th May. The meeting started again around 1:50 in the afternoon and ended 3 o'clock. An hour before the declaration was due to be made. Despite ongoing disagreement, members of the council anonymously voted in favor of the final text of the declaration. During the process, there were 2 major debates countering on issues of border and religion. I want you to understand that the state of Israel, when they were debating about their border and religion, they decided to omit anything border. Do you understand? Israel declaration did not have a border. They don't know the map of Israel, of the state of Israel. But Biafra today, we have our map defined. Subject to whoever that want to dispute it, subject to the most widely accepted democratic system, which is referendum, which we have already conducted and conducting. So today, Biafra has a map. Biafra has state structure. Biafra has every government institution put in place. But Israel declaration don't have a map. Israel don't have a map. And they decided to declare independence without map. And they said the UN can now decide what the map will be. I am telling you, this is something that you need to understand how freedom is being fought. You don't allow people to ride you. The borders were not specified in the declaration, although its 14th paragraph indicated a willingness to cooperate in the implementation of the UN partition plan. The original draft have declared that the borders will be decided by the United Nations partition plan. While it was supported by some people, it was opposed by another and some other people within the Israel cabinet there. We accepted the UN resolution, but the Arab did not. They are preparing to make a war on us if we defeat them and capture Western Galilee and territory on both sides of the road of Jerusalem. This area will become part of the state. Are you listening? So I will not go far and I will not continue because I have actually touched the most important and crucial point I want to touch, which means many things were not defined by the state of Israel during their declaration. Today, we have met every requirement. We have done more than any country in the world before or pre-declaration period. We have met the statehood. We have met the categories to be recognized according to the Montevideo Convention on Statehood. We've overqualified. We have built our own defense forces. We have our own liberation army. We have state to state, 40 states of the United States of Biafra. We have administrators, state executive council running each state. We have also developed the state structure as we are adopting the confederating state of Biafra. And it's going to be a confederation state. So everybody should understand that do not listen to what Nigeria is trying to sell to you, that it is undoable. Do not listen where they say, oh, they are just in exile. We are not in exile. We control them. We control the territory of Biafra. We are not in exile. We are also in the homeland, controlling our territory, making sure that we delegitimize Nigeria as fast as possible. Today, nobody will carry gun and walk freely under Nigeria. You will be gunned down. And if you succeed, even if you are walking, carrying gun as a Nigeria, you will be looking left and right. You're not going to have peace. I will never give them peace until they withdraw from our land. Our main objective and aim today is to make sure that Nigeria withdraw their terrorists they call army, the terrorists they call police, the terrorists they call air force that are coming to bombard innocent people in Biafra land. That is our target. And this target must be met. After December, we must make sure that we have nothing else to do other than neutralizing the presence of Nigeria in our land, including attacking the presence, their offices, because this is where they stay and plan and execute the attack on Biafra people, the terrorism against us, against our women and children. Those offices, barracks, must not be allowed to stay under Nigeria in Biafra territory. And that's the next thing we are going. So 2nd of December is a day that the beginning of the end of Nigeria within our territory will start. My people, do not allow anybody to dictate to you that what we are doing now have not been done before. We don't need them to have been done before. We develop the system that works for us. We develop the way we are going to live Nigeria. And it is only us that this particular system and approach is going to work for. Nobody else, because nobody else have been subjected to the manner of system that we have subjected to in Nigeria. My brothers and sisters of Biafra, rejoice! The days ahead will be light. And Nigeria will know that those people they killed in the 60s have possessed all of us. And when we don't have answers to many questions, they give the answers to us. That's why they can never understand what is happening until the end of this road. I am standing very strong, and the Biafra will be declared in this country, and we are going to defend it with our guns. We are going to defend it with our men that are very gallantly waiting for a day the show will begin. I welcome you in Australia. Those of you listening to me in Australia, remember the most important thing we have now is the support from the IOU, from the fundraising, until those people who are hiding somewhere thinking that we are joking will understand that this is not actually a joke. It needed to come out to do more than the Israel did. And in the next 10 years, those who are mocking us today will be put to shame. People in Australia, remember that what you are doing today, you are making a history that will never ever be forgotten. As I was reading and mentioning names of people who made the Israel independence possible, you are also making the same history for yourself, because your names will be mentioned, just like when we begin to talk about those who supported this liberation of Biafra from Australia, we'll begin to mention your names. Your names will come one way or the other in the Biafra document. It can never be wiped away from the surface of the earth. We will write how we visited state to state, country to country, soliciting for funds, and they were laughing at us. They will tell you how Simon Ekpa was so stubborn and didn't listen to anybody. And from nowhere, they were calling him that small thing in Finland. But today, look at the change of things. It is no longer that small thing in Finland. You see that small thing in Finland has grown like a big python, swallowing all the evil in Nigeria. And it is going to happen koro in their eyes. They will say, what were we doing? This guy don't go far. That is how it is going to end. I am telling you the fact, this thing that is going to happen in Finland from 29th of November to the 3rd of December will be the highest history made in humankind for freedom fighting. I welcome you all. Thank you for inviting me in Australia. Let God touch your mind to understand that we need funds to buy arms and ammunition to defend our land. Thank you.
Adabiorama, biko, come on, biko. Adabiorama, can you please, biko, tuya biko. On behalf of all of us, biko, kenera and your batobie.
Thank you.
Biko na kunaka.
Isi na gidio ukolomo. Okwa batobie udu akomili. Ebru niru aka nazo ka niru. Okwa onye mmụọ. Oji ikuku eje. Oji ọkụ eje. Okwa batobie. Biafra okwa batobie. O batala andi obigo kwanu. Alili ebigo. Iti kikiri eze ebigo. Umu Biafra batobie belugo. Udu akomili. Ukolomo. Isi na-ebu ogidi oke ngwu agịlịga onye mmụọ.
I wish to announce to the Biafra people that after the Australian tour, immediately we will start the Northern Nigeria diaspora visit town hall meeting. So, and the Northern Nigeria town hall meeting, Biafra, Liaison, Northern Nigeria, will also be in the same Zoom link.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Your Excellency, thank you. You are a breath of fresh air to Biafrans. And we are grateful for everything you have done and everything you are doing. What you said, you are not a man of just words, you are a man of action. You have said, you have reversed the course, you have broken the chain, you have done what nobody even dare to. No one has ever challenged Ahmadu Bello when he openly in international media boasted that Igbos will always forever be under. Nobody in history challenged that until now that you have broken that spell over. You have, instead of us to be under, because the scripture said that no one light a candle and put it under a bushel, but you must put it on a top so that it will become a light to everyone that comes in. And that is who we are. And we are no more under the table. We are now on the table. Thank you for amazingly taking us to this point. Yes, 4 categories of people: people who don't know what is happening, people who watch what is happening, people who talk about what is happening, or people who are making things to happen. So we choose to be history makers, and Australia will be a history making today. And before we're going to begin to show who we are and let Australians begin to release the power that we have. I have one more thing to do, and then it's gonna be all, and everything is going to be loose. The next is a eulogy from Madam Caroline Iwunze. And where are you, ma? Because what she's gonna say is gonna lead to the action side of what and why we are here today. Because if 8 people or 10 people or 38 people of Israel can do, we are more than that. So where are you, Mrs. Iwunze? Where are you, please? Raise your hand so that they can see you and unmute you. Can you see Caroline Iwunze? Okay, that's good. She's in. Unmute yourself now. Okay. Can you unmute?
No, she put off her camera. I need to let me make her co-host so that she can on her camera again. Unmute yourself, not that camera. Touch the camera again, or press the unmute button. Put on your camera again. Put on your camera again.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Good. Go ahead.
Odogu.
Your camera is not.
Chamber. Nwa dị ọra mma. Nwa afọ juru. Ugochukwu tụnyelu nwata ka o ji eke. Nwa dike ji mma agha ibusasị ndị ọjọọ. Oive bụ. Anyị na-asị gị nnọọ. Nwachukwu tere mmanụ. Nwachukwu nyelu ndị Igbo. Akpụ nwa ọ na-ekwu ọ na-eme eme. O nwere onye dị ka gị o. Ịbụ nwa Chineke nyelu ndị be anyị. Ịbụ nwa Chukwu bunili enu. Mmanwụ ada na-akwa aka ka ịbụ. Okolobịa akpụ nkụ. Nwoke Chineke chọrọ mma bunye ya enu were amamife wụọ ya n'isi. Ife bụ ka ị na-abata ka ọ na-ebi. Ọbata obi. Ọbata obi. Ọdụnda na-alara ụla. Gaba n'iru na anyị kwụ gị n'azụ. Enyi na-aga na anyị kwụ gị n'azụ. Ogogo ngwu. Anyị kwụ gị n'azụ. Ndị fụrụ n'anya karịrị ndị kpọrọ gị asị. Ịbụ ngozi Chukwu nyelu Biafra. Nwa dị ọra mma ka ịbụ. Wadaba. Kpọrọ gị asị. Nwa fụrụ a of evil, injustice, and criminalism. Ịda kwadoro ife ọjọọ nwọlị. Anụ nkankampi. Ị mara anụ nkankampi dị abụso mpimpi julie isi. So ọ tụgharịa ebe a onye nọchiere ya ụzọ sụọ ya. Ọjọọ ọ tụgharịa iru n'azụ ebe niile bụ so mpimpi. Anụ nkankampi. Enyi mba Biafra. Onye nọchikwa ụzọ ọzọpịa ya. Dimkpa pụrụ iche ka ịbụ. Jide ka iji. Gị nwa aka iwetagola anyị Biafra. Anyị na-ekele gị n'ife niile ị na-emere ndị nke gị. Anyị na-asị daalụ rinne. Ọ ga-adịlị gị mma. Ọ ga-adịlị gị mma n'ụtụtụ, ọ ga-adịlị gị mma n'efifie, ọ ga-adịlị gị mma n'anyasị. Ọ ga-adịlị gị na ezinụlọ niile mma. Ọ ga-adịlị mma n'ụzọ niile. Daalụ rinne. Ọ bụ na ewezuga gị n'ụsọ, anyị aka bụ ndị fụrụ ọfịa, anyị na-asị ka Chineke nọ ya na-agọzi na-enye gị ike n'ụlọ niile ị na-echu mbọ niile ị na-agba ka ọ wee dịrị ndị nke gị mma. Ọ ga-adịrị gị nwa mma.
Ise.
I greet you, our honorable PM, and I greet you, our formidable media team, the cabinet members, and I greet you all Biafrans. You are welcome to Australia, and we thank you all. And as you can see, I have a very nice bowl of lemons, and we are presenting these lemons to our PM as a gift, just for you to make a hot drink of drink with lemon and ginger and whatever you may have of it, just to clear your voice and to avoid you having cold. Because we know that, we know that you cannot afford to lose your voice while speaking to us. So this is for you. And I will advise everyone to pick a lemon or two and pay for it. And as for me today, I'm going to pick the smallest one for $50 to welcome our PM to Australia. And I just wish that everyone will pick these lemons. Nothing will remain in this bowl, okay? So go for it now. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I follow your footsteps. I'm picking one lemon with 500 Gemma to make sure this Oliwe, our PM, look, from here is going to join another town hall meeting. This time he's going to be talking to, addressing Biafra in diaspora in the northern part of the zoo. And maybe they're still thinking he's in Venezuela. But look at him here. He doesn't look like someone in Venezuela. So PM, because this lemon dimpa, your voice will not crack. Because Biafrans, everyone who is here, begin to raise up your hand and begin to let's make sure this lemon basket is empty today. And if you buy one, pick one and tell us how much, and we will take note what you are saying, what you are giving, and at the same time, maybe if you have a talk, want to say one or two words, you're welcome. If you want to ask a question, please, this is your moment. You heard me when I was reading out. Having enemies is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. The reason why we have enemies is because sometime in our lives, you are doing something that is good. And that's what you cannot please everybody. So, can we begin to see hands up to make sure this lemon is finished today? Already hands are beginning to go up. I can see His Academic Highness all the way from Europe. His Academic Highness is in the house. You're welcome to Australia. Can you unmute yourself? Yes.
Unmute yourself, Academic Highness. You are talking, but we're not hearing you.
We can't hear you.
All right, maybe you, because probably you have raised your hand up a long time and some calls came in and must have shifted your audio. You have to go out and come back in again. Just enter the Zoom again and then lift your hand again. It will be better that way because it may have been, the audio may have been corrupted by something. All right.
Okay. Greeting Biafrans. Why I in chair his academy? Mazi Royce, a member of Liaison Australia. He's taking the lemon with 50 ejema.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mazi GA Godwin, akagi dinenu.
Yes. For the PM speech, please, first of all, I'll be supporting our PM speech with 100 ejema, and I'll be using 100 ejema to take 1 lemon, so that our PM will have a cold copy so that he doesn't lose his voice while going to the terrorist enemies camp on the next meeting. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much. That is 200 ejema together.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And I'll be asking questions later on as well.
Pardon?
I'll be asking questions later on as well.
Okay.
No, why not ask your question? Ask your question right away.
Okay. Now you have the opportunity. Go for it.
Okay. PM, thanks for being here. This question is so important that I actually have to post a 50 ejema just to ask this question. It's so significant to me. You know, in a normal circumstances, when a country comes out of a civil war, like it happens between Nigeria and Biafra during the 1967 to 70 genocide, basically, there is always a date set aside for remembrance of those killed during that ordeal. More especially in Biafra case, Prime Minister, where the victims are mostly children and the elderly, who were starved and bombed to death. Prime Minister, why have Nigeria state for all this while, after its genocide on Biafra, failed to set aside a date to remember those Biafrans massacred during that ordeal? Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's very simple. They know that Biafra is unfinished business. And in any time they do that, you know, they are very scared of the rise of Biafra. So anything that will give any credence to anything Biafra, they are scared. They don't want to hear it. And that's what is happening. But you see, it doesn't stop the sun from rising. So the main reason is that they don't want to hear anything Biafra because they are scared that Biafra will rise again. And the point is that it is not just, it is a must that we must rise. And not just rising, we are rising to get our freedom at all costs. And so they know because we can't continue this thing for a long time. The Nigeria state itself is fraud. And so they are scared of what Biafra would do and how they would do it. But as you can see today, it's not, it is something they can no longer avoid. So the reason is just very simple. They don't want anything to give credence to Biafra. Because once they remember the children that died, the next thing is that you remember why they died, the reason they died, and how they died. And that will, you know, aggravate a lot of people who are not even supporting us today. So they don't want to do that. But one thing these people don't know is that everything has time. And when the time comes, you can never cover it with your policy, with whatever you are doing. And the time for Biafra is now. I am telling you, if I have bomb today, if I have bomb, I mean good bomb that I can press somewhere, it will go to Aso Rock, I will send it. And I will tell you when I'm sending it. I will bomb Aso Rock into pieces. because we need to do that in order to stop the invasion of our land and killing of our children and women. These people don't know what. Let me not. If I have bomb now, nuclear weapon that I'm in position to do, I am telling you, I will target Aso Rock and make sure I burn it to pieces. It is a part of weakening a terrorist government. And we have the right to do that, but we don't have the equipment yet. So, and I wish that we're going to have that. Maybe that's where we're going to start. As I'm talking to you now, they're having a meeting. The meeting they are having is that this guy is ready to bring war. Please, release Mazi Nnamdi. And I'm talking to you now. The meeting took place yesterday. And those who I spoke with know that I said Mazi Nnamdi will be released any moment from now. But one thing they don't know is that let them release him first and the rest will follow. I'm not going to say more than that, but they know that I'm ready. I'm out for this freedom. It's not there is nothing in this life will stop this freedom from coming. When I joined Biafra, I told you people that I am here to make history. I am here to be part of those that you will be saying as I'm reading other people today about Israel. I want myself to be read. When somebody read about Biafra, how Biafra was, liberated from Nigeria, you read about me. That's what I want, nothing else. And people will be happy at the end of it. Those who were mocking me yesterday, you see many of them are not mocking me again today. Those who was mocking me 1 year ago, you see many of them are not mocking me today. Those who were mocking me 2 years ago, you see they were not mocking me again today. But one thing is that there are still those who it is not about what I'm doing, but it is about it must not come from me. And the good news is that they have no influence to stop Biafra from coming from me. I wish they do, but they don't. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my PM. Amazing answer. Yes. Next person on the right hand is that Sergeant Chua Dalam. Can you unmute yourself? Chua Dalam, can you unmute yourself?
Good evening, Biafrans.
Good evening and welcome.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. Pardon me, our international listeners. The group I came to represent, we don't address in English language, we address in the language of heaven, which is Igbo language. Pardon me, I'm sorry. Okay, my PM. PM ndị Biafra niile gbakọtara aka nye. Ekene gị. Nnokwu mmadụ dị ka nnokwu alụsị. Mpekele nnu atụnyere n'osimiri anyị alụ nnu. Ototo mba ji a na-arụ n'ọkụ ọ na-epu ome. Ọdụm na-egbu agụ ndị ilo na-atụ bọmbụ na-agbụ egbe. Ọ na-agbapụli egwu onwe ya egwu. Ịkpọka ekene gị. Ị ga-adị ka echi a na-agụrụ agụ. Abịa m iwere ọjị aka ọjị n'afọ otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ. Wee sị ka m kene gị ka m kwukwa obere okwu. Ka m welukwa ohere a kenekwa nwaanyị eke anyị, eke nwaanyị, onye isi ndị ọrụ anyị bụ Dr. Ngozi Orabaeze. Ọdụ ekene gị. Asụsụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede chekwaba gị. Ị ga-adị ka echi n'echi a na-agụrụ agụ. Mgberukwa ofu aka a na-ekene Sọrị Akparawa. Nna ekene gị n'ụdị pụrụ iche n'ọrụ alụlụ ụmụ Biafra. Eji gị wee na-ekene ụmụ Biafra niile ji foonu ha na-agbasa ozi ọma Biafra. Eji m gị nwa bụ Sọrị Akparawa wee ekene onye ọbụla n'ofu n'ofu. Unu ncha niile bụ ndị na-agbasa ozi ọma Biafra. Ekene m unu. Ịkpọki my PM, a sị na ahịa akara aka na-eru ọnwa ngwụlọ. A sị m na ogologo akụkọ adịrọ n'ụka mgbede maka na ama m na anyị ga-eje nọnyere ụmụ nwanne anyị ndị nọ na North. M wee sị ka m bụọ ofu abụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede si m bụọ n'ime mmụọ m. ama m na time adịrọzi m ga-abịa agụla ekpoki my PM na ndị otu ọrụ ya niile ụmụ Biafra niile ebe ọbụla onye ọbụla nọ na ụwa sọtụrụ anyị ncha niile bụ ụmụ Chukwu okike abịama Chukwu okike abịama bụ chi dị ndụ bụ chi nke anyị na-efe nyawa bụ nna anyị nyawa bụ eze anyị Chukwu okike abịama kwere anyị na nkwa na ọ ga-ewetara anyị a na eze eluigwe n'ụwa bụ Biafra ya mere anyị ji aza ụmụ Chukwu na-aza nwa eze na-aza nwa Chineke na-aza ike Chukwu maka Chukwu ka m ji aba keba afa m ya bụ alaeze n'igwe Chukwu okike kwere anyị na nkwa bụ Biafra ọ bịagokwa abịa ihe anyị na-echezi bụ ka ịkpọke onye Chukwu okike abịa amasị na onye nwa ga-ewetara anyị ya mepee ọnụ ya kwubie okwu si na Biafra abịago ịkpọke imepe na arụ ọnụ kwubie okwu na Biafra abịago ọ bụ mmadụ ọ bụ obodo ọbụla siri ngọ ya bụ onye ga-anwụ ya bụ obodo ga-ada n'afa Chukwu okike abịam Maazị Nnamdi Kanu si n'oge eji eziokwu wee memi n'azụ and o welugo eziokwu wee memi n'azụ
I think we lost him.
Yeah,
he said so many things, and I don't know if he has said what he actually wanted to say. Lost him. So, please go ahead, sir.
That's
what I'm saying. I don't think he has said what he wanted to say, but network.
He will try to come back.
He's still the yeah. Okay. While we wait for him to come back again, Emma Musa, you are next online. Emma, sure.
Yeah, please. Those that need to on their camera, so if you want to be spotlighted, you need your camera on. So please go ahead and put your camera on right now, especially those that have their hands up. Put on your camera, put on your camera, put on your camera, put on your camera, put on your camera. So if you want to be spotlighted, you need that camera to be on.
Put on your camera. If I Samuel, put on your camera. Yes, Emma, show unmute and go ahead.
Emma, show unmute, yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck. He said, can you hear me now?
Yes, we
can.
Yes,
go ahead.
Oh, ndewo no ụmụ Chineke. PM nwoke ukwu. Ele ebe ọ na-ahụkwa m ihu ya anya. Ya hi n'ihu ekwesu hụ m ahụ ya. PM ele ebe no nwoke ọma.
Ndewo.
Daalụ nwoke ukwu. Again and again.
Ọ dụzụ mgbe ị ga-aga ọjị okwu agwụ gị n'ọnụ. Eche na ọjị ka a na ege ntị ka m n'ụdị ị ga-atụ n'ọjị a ụgwọ ọzịkwa ya ike kwụrụ ọtọ gwụ gị enweghị ị ga-ebido ebido azị ka chere gị ebe ị ga-apụta ikwu okwu ngwa gị ya iwere okwu niile ị ga-ekwu n'ọjị wee kpee ya na wee kọsara Chukwu
Chukwu n'aka. PM Israel, my question is Israel, and I must say glory be to God and thank you very much for that. Because Umunnem and PM, my fear all this time was Onyara Uli Ebagoko ya chipu ya yipukwa ma akwa ndoyi n'ihe na-eshi ihe niile gbakọta ọkụ the same time. My fear has always been eweta this war otu a ishe enye woto ha hụ ya shi ihe agbamụrụ ọkụ enwere ike gbuo Maazị Nnamdi Kanu just for spite. But glory be to God, Ishe went underground getting him out of that place because hey, you deserve him there.
They will not try it.
I agree.
And they know that very well.
Colin.
Glory be to God. Man, I join because as far as I'm concerned, or any question on this movement. When you believe in something and believe it so passionately, like when you judge something you already know. So ihe na ju woto onye ageti kwere nye na dictionary bikono PM. Woto. Oga kwa na dictionary. City na-enye na dictionary. Nye aha. And
ọ ga-abagodo na Wikipedia good. At the end of
ndị ọzọ ndị mịa n'obi Igbo eyuzu mechaa ya mịa agwa obiri woto. Anyway, Chineke nna gozie gị PM. Ụmụnne PM amana m njakịrị maka dị ọjị asị mmechetere n'ochi ọwụhụkwa naanị lemon ka anyị rege ọjị n'ụkwa dị a ọrịba onye zi na PM ọjị na-awụ naanị m na nwanne anyị nwoke anyị lụzuru elia ọjị hụ juru na tre ọmị ga-ata ya si zụbana ya ndewonu
a na-azụ ọjị a na-azụ lemon
otu
echeke m na ebe ịzụrụ ọjị ma ị ga-abịakwa zụrụ lemon ngwanụ echeke m na ihe na-ege ntị ị ga-azụ lemon
PM ọkwa ịhụrụ nwoke ọjọọ na ndị idetere ihe achị pịam anyị ụtalị a ma eji $100 were kwe
kụpụrụ na ya aka
ọwụmụ enweghị m PM ji ala tinye ọ na-akpa boketi ihe eji akpajuru nye mgbomgbo lina na otu lina na lemon mehu ya were lama
Thank you.
Chineke
next person, Nnenna, can you please unmute yourself? Nnenna, can you unmute yourself?
Hold on. That's Nnenna from Canada. Please, everybody can on their camera. Actually, I have given permission to on camera.
Oh no.
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Okay. Don't worry about camera. I have to wake up from sleep
to
be one of you. It's about 6 a.m. Yeah. So, because I promise I'm going to show up in this town hall meeting. Abatobie, thank you, sir. The Lord will continue to bless you, strengthen you, honor you, and lift you for us. It is important that every Biafran sleep well because of you. I want you to know this. This is a reality. I'm not exaggerating. Biafrans all over the world, genuine Biafrans, those who refuse to be slaves, those who said no for extermination of Igbo race, wherever they are, when they lay their heads on the bed, when they remember you, they fell asleep. We thank you, sir. Australians, thank you for hosting our PM. In spite of the rejection that is happening there, because I know I have a first-hand knowledge of how much people who live there think that what you are doing is not right, or you are joking. But today, you are proving them wrong. I thank all the media warriors for your relentless efforts to make sure you support our PM and things are happening. And I thank all the bridge officials, the cabinet members, the federal government in homeland, everyone who is doing one thing or the other to support our restoration. We have hope. Our hope lies on 2nd of December, 2024. Canada as a nation is also working hard to gather like-minded people who are supporting, and we will continue to support line by line, space by space, little by little, we will get there. So today, Canada is going to take 1 lemon for $50, and also Canada will use $50 to buy Okpoji for our PM, making a total of 100 ejema. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ne. Thank you for your awesome support. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Doctor, Daddy, please tell people should be hurrying up because the PM have another meeting.
Yes.
Not more than 1 minute. If you have anything to add to your 1 minute, it shouldn't exceed another minute. Maybe you want to say something. At most, so that if it
is very
exceeds 2
important.
minutes, we'll mute your mind. So
And
we need to go to
that meeting will be using the same link. Next,
yes.
Ifeanyi Samuel. Ifeanyi Samuel, can you unmute yourself, please? Unmute.
Ifeanyi Samuel. I don't know.
Good.
Should I be going through the? I don't know who is Ifeanyi Samuel. I can't see any Ifeanyi Samuel.
He's on mute
Yeah,
now.
I'm
He can
unmuted.
speak.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Greetings, my PM. Greetings, everyone. My name is Ifeanyi Samuel. I am your first subscriber on TikTok and also the first subscriber on X. As you published me, I was very happy to see my PM recognize my efforts so far. Thank you very much. I want to pick up the lemon with 100 ejema. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Unmute yourself. There's a question for you.
Are you in Australia?
Yes, I am.
Wow. Thank you very much. You are the first person to subscribe to the X page, right?
Correct.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're
Oh,
welcome.
good stuff. Thank you. Yeah.
Ifeanyi, I have a query before. Giving up on since. Good to see you, brother. You're welcome.
Thank you. Next is Emeka. Emeka, can you unmute?
Ogalugu, kekwen ka yesi nwete Ifeanyi, number Ifeanyi maka.
I have Mona Ekugoku.
Okay.
Yes, Mona Ekugoku. I've met him.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, United States of Biafra, all cabinet members here present, I recognize our Liaison Chief, Chief Luke Iwunze, and our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister, yeah, I want to question. I just want to thank you for all you've been doing. And you know, your commitments and tireless efforts were a real inspiration. Your historic speeches, you know, all the ones you've been making in X, from the history of Finland, and all wonderful speeches you have been making, they are all inspirations. A lot of us have learned, you know, who are not historians, we've learned a lot. We welcome you to Australia. I say good to see you. We are in 100% support of every activities, you know. We pledge our support both now and, you know, forever until we restore the sovereignty of our nation, Biafra. Yeah, Ejimo 100 ejemma were our goji. Sigidi Siki. We are proud of you. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you, Wanna. God bless you. Ahurmu. Yep. Next person, next hand. But
our academic highness hand has been up for a very long time.
Yes, Ungwa, your academic highness. I'm sure your mic is good now.
We cannot hear him. Academic highness, we are not hearing you. Do you have mic? We cannot still hear you. Go fix your mic, please. Go fix your mic and come back.
Sorry, Pastor Van Van Van, kemaka ike chukwu onye otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ. Ọ dị ka ọ batago.
So, Emmanuel Musa that have been here, has he said something that is
Yes.
spotlighted?
Yes,
Okay.
Emmanuel. Yeah.
Okay, I have to remove him now. All right. Okay, Onye Nzuko Ezinụlọ, I'll bring you back. All right.
Okay, unmute yourself.
Chuadalam. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Biko unu eweliwo na kọlụ bata mebisie ezigbo okwu m na-ekwu. Mana ka m gbapịa ọsọ ka m maka na ụbọchị abụrụ ọzọ ụmụ arọ. Ka m welu 100 eje mma wee were aka ọjị n'afa ndị otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ. Enwezi ike okwu nchọbụ ikwu na mgbe mbụ. Mbịazịa na ọnọkọ anyị na ugwu Awụsa ka m kwuo onye bụ okwu ya makwala anyị na mma.
Udo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
please,
Ikechukwu.
Mazi, can you give this Okezie? Okezie is trying to control my mic. Probably is in a hurry to speak. Then give him
Okay.
the mic, please.
Okay, Zie. Can you speak now?
Where is he?
Zie, unmute yourself.
Okay. Ndewo.
Ndewo.
You can put on your camera if you wish.
Okay. Our Prime Minister. Actually, who go because you're a very handsome man, and you look like my son. I love you so much. I've discussed with Mr. Iwunze some things. In fact, I would like to have your number because I have the type of heart you have based on what I said before. I have ways we can do something. I'll make a leg welcome you to Australia. I know here at Gidibam. I don't want to waste your time. I've deposited $100 to the Liaison account while the meeting was going on to welcome you. And Jim 100 Gemma Koboda na award. So I will deposit the money. Mr. Wins, I'll give him the account. But I want to be, I'm interested in whatever happened. I spoke with Mr. Wins because of certain the factors at home. Some people might be spy within the Nigerian government. So I want to be silent, but there's some and I'm under oath and I'm ready to take any oath anybody wants me to take. I will be doing what I'm doing. I told him secretly, financially, that one is not a problem. But there are other things we can also suggest that can make things work.
Yeah, they can give you my number.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, my brother Jishike. No fear. We are with you.
Thank you. Okay.
Sorry, Ogalugu, could I have onye akwuru okwu na biko?
Okezie Ogu.
Okezie Ogu. Okay. Also no ego only cost also no maybe go 100 name cost another 100 or just 100. Opugo?
No Oku, us near me go 100. Hey, make us say another 100, but not 100 in Kobu don't know.
Now two a gem over there.
Wonderful. Okay. It's Academic Highness. Are you? Yes, you are on mute. Can you go ahead now?
It's not working.
It's still not working. Okay, let's go to Maz GA. You are back again.
Yes, Ogai. So I just wanted, because I worked by caller before, so on behalf of my Olu state, so in the some of 50 Australia German OG. And at the same time, I'm so happy with what our media team is doing against the terrorist state of Nigeria. The whole support they have been giving our Prime Minister, both the ones in the TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, what have you, and of course on Spaces. So I'm just using another $50 to recognize our media team and say kudos for the support you give to the government of Biafra and that of the Prime Minister, making it in total for $350 plus the initial $100, which is $450. Thank you guys so much. We love the Prime Minister. Airborne! And we're going to win this fight. There's no doubt about that. Thank you guys so much.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Godway. Thank you.
Thank you. Next person, Dani Olivia Anozie. Can you unmute yourself, please? Yes, go ahead.
Hey, ụmụnne m ana anọ anaghị nọrịkwa kpa ole amana m si onye ọbụla ree mma. Prime Minister anyị udo dịrị gị ịwụ nwoke eji eje mba alịma gị meje meberi jebiri
Ụgbọakụ ka ebe nọ ụgbọakụ ka ebe nọ biko wepụta na ụgbọakụ biko wepụta na ụgbọakụ achọrọ m ife
video now.
Aha, that's good.
Prime Minister anyị ịwụ nwoke eji eje mba asị m alịma gị meje meberi jebiri anya nọrọ na nga onwe mebe anyị ji asị nwa akịrịbe ga akwa akpụ ga aka nne ya nọhụ nga ahụ nna ya nọ nga ahụ anyị kpụ aka kpa anyị amara n'ebe anyị jiji anyị enwe ike ịla ndị azụ anyị afụala anyị afụ achana awụwo otu onye n'ime ndị nzukọ ezinụlọ machịkpala meji owede ji kpọba anyị lee ka o si dị mma lee ụmụ Igbo abịarụla ndị dị n'otu lee ka o si dị mma ụmụ Biafra abịarụla lee ka o si dị mma ezinụlọ anyị abịarụla ezinụlọ anyị lee ka o si dị mma bụ ndị nwere otu obi mana gbapụ ya ọsọ mekwu makpa anyị jiri mee aga m ebido n'ego eje mma ugbu aha ndị kpụkọrọ ya ọnụ onye mbụ nwa ada Tina Ijele nwanyị 50 eje mma onye abụọ wụ nwa ada Caroline 20 eje mma onye atọ wụ Maazị Chidozie 50 eje mma onye anọ wụ Maazị Mbegbu 202 eje mma onye ise awụrụ nwaada Adadịọra mma anyị Akụgo nwaanyị anyị o jiri 100 eje mma jiji baa nga taa onye isi awụrụ Maazị Ayochukwu Ashiegbu o jikwara 100 eje mma baa nwaada Lọna anyị ji 20 eje mma baa Maazị Freeman Ikotu onye jiri 20 eje mma baa nwaada Juliana Okoro ji 20 eje mma baa nwaada Okeke jiri 20 eje mma baa nwaada Uche Ogbunnefi jiri 30 eje mma baa Maazị Uche Ogbunnefi onye 20 wụrụ nwaada Margaret Joy wee mkpọdukwala ewere iwe biko nne gị nwụrụ o ji 20 eje mma baa onye aza wụrụ Maazị Ikechukwu John actor enye anyị 22 eje mma Maazị Uche Ifebi 50 eje mma Maazị Chidebere Bọbụwe enye anyị 50 ejemma. Maazị Chigozie enye anyị 140 ejemma. Maazị Emeka Steven Chike enye anyị 50 ejemma. Maazị Louis Besmo enye anyị 127 ejemma. Abịa kpụkọ ejemma anyị ọnụ, ihe o nyere anyị wụ 824 ejemma. Ma n'ala eje anyị abịala ebe eje. Nwada Blessing Anaeche enye anyị 50,000 eje. Nwada Ugo Ezienyi enye anyị 10,000 eje. Maazị Anthony Chukwu enye anyị 5,000 eje. Nwada Agụnwanyị Nene enye anyị 50 eje. Maazị Chidindu Ekwumesia enye anyị 10,000 eje. Maazị Gideon Chinazom enye m 20,000 eje. Maazị Benjamin Amihe enye anyị 20,000 eje. Maazị Louis Nwankwọ enye anyị 5,000 eje. Nwada Ụgbọakụ enye anyị 5,000 eje. Abịa kpụkọ agha eji ahụ ọnụ ugbu ihe o nyere anyị 175,000 eje. Mana ọgwụbe PM akpọga ngo asị m ekpa ejemma anyị eleghị chere shi ejemma wụ ejemma anyị eleghị chere shi ọwụ amara m shi ọwụ okpogbo ibeti ịmara na ahịa gbasara ya ni ịmara na anụ chee ya echiche chele ihe mere ni eji kpọpụ ahịa ịchahụ ejemma. Ishe mgbama gị ishe mgbama gị ije ejije mmanya ije ejije that is anyị ejiri atụle okwu bekee nga bet me emeghị iwe ahịa ya ama ije ejije is to imitate ihe mara mma ije ejije wụ ije ihe mara ma ị ga-eji afụ ya ahụ mmanwụ ihe mara mma ya ejila eji afụ na mma anyị eji afụ onwe anyị eji afụ mma anyị anyị akụrụla ị ga-eji afụ mma anyị bedo ọzọ ị ga-amakwawu eje mmanwụkwa nwaanyị ọkwara na azụ nwa eje mmanwụ nwaanyị ịhụnanya ọhịa nshimera ekwuo ịmara na chere mabịa gbala gị ya ma gbajie gị ama ego nna anyị kpara n'ụwa mbọ ọwa ego kere ego akpara mbọ ego onye jiri lọnụ nne mụrụ omene ego na-akpara mbọ ego ejiri lọnụ nne mụrụ omene Igbo ji akpọ ya Ojomma Owere ji akpọ ya Ojomma ara Owere na-ahụ na chega abala ọwa ozugbo mmanụ baraba onye ọ gajirila ahịa nwe mba PM apeno na ya Chineke gozie gị gozie ndị niile ga nwekwa arụgo ọrụ goziela anyị ada dị ọra mma anyị oyi a ga-eme isi a ga-akụ ya otu aka ahụ ka m jikwa gbaga ndị ọzọ Pastor Vam iwu ezigbote onye m like ahụrụ m gị anya chọọ m ikwu okwu Eliza na Vision 555 Biafra Unite ozugbo nnụ niile ekelela m ngwa nụnụ mejikwa na ama.
Thank you. Because when Mickey just 1 second.
Go ahead.
Chineke m goziele m unu ebe unu pụtasị na ebe ọ na PM ya na-eje na unu ya esokwa ya n'asụsụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede n'asụsụ ndị Igbo because na oyi anyị ji eje ụmụnne m ana m ekene unu kenesi unu ike jidenu ka unu ji because na ndị anyị sị na onye nwere mmadụ ka onye nwere ego ọ dịghị izi and bịa na aka akwa n'ume because onwe obodo PM eje na-eje anyị ejeghị eso ya n'ọsọkwa anya ụlọ iwulili iwulite na anyị na-eso nga ọrụ anyị pụtara ebe ọ nọ na anyị je na-eso ya n'ebe iri ya aja n'ukwu because na onwere onye ọzọ anyị nwere ahụ PM and ụnụ makwa na mmụọ nọ n'ihu mmụọ nọ n'azụ unu nwere idea so ugbu a ka nne m ekele gị jide ka iji adị m happy na biko o nwere efe onye m chọrọ ịjụ Carolina biko maazị onye be gị
Carolina Iwunze
ọ nọ ya nwere n'otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ
abụ nke ahụ ịnọ Italy
ọhụ Carolina nke Italy ọ nọ n'otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ
mebi otu isi ekwu ya na ọ ga-abatazi na ọ ga-abata
onye be mma dịkwa happy na ọ bata n'otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ obi ya atọ m ụtọ. Thank you very much.
Okay, daalụnụ ada dị ọla mma ndị otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ Ụgbọakụ Ikechukwu ekene m unu rinne ewerere m unu aka ekene m unu ndị otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ obi jupụtara m aṅụrị
o sokwa n'ofu onye n'ime anyị mba Ayochukwu o so n'ofu onye n'ime anyị n'otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ
obi jupụtara m aṅụrị mgbe m bịara gwa ọrụ dat na ọbata obi na-abịa Australia a wee kwado ihe anụwa and eji m ohere a wee na-ekene mmadụ niile tụrụ ego tinyere aka n'akpa iji wee kwado otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ n'otu unu si wee ba na onye na ọbata obi awa PM na ọbịbịa ọbịa na Australia a sị Chineke ga-akwụghachi unu mmaji kwuru mmaji ebe unu esi na-eweta Chineke ga-edeghachi ya. Daalụnụ n'ọrụ ọma unu na-alụ Biafra ndị otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ Ikechukwu ọbata obi ichetara last time ị bịara France Ikechukwu gwara gị na otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ ọ yọrọ gụ na ọ ga-eso na party one of the party a ga-eme ma Biafra bịa so and ọkwa asụsụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede ndị gboo ihe anyị na-eme ebe ahụ anyị na-eme omenala onye agha na nwanne ya ihe anyị ji nọ n'ebe ahụ so anyị kwụgo n'azụ ịhụgo ka dọdọla mmakwu ya ebe ọwụ na ị na-aga na anyị so ga-aga ebe ahụ. Daalụ ọbata obi ya daalụ nwoke ọma. Thank you.
Biko ife nchezọrọ ikwu ego a akpọrọ afọ ebe a ewetacha anya ya wee doneticha anya ma nke ndị akwụrụ na ma nke eje akwụkwọ na-eje na the county ha niile denu nke eje mma akwụkwọ na-eje mma weta receipt so nwere eji ha ụgwọ emechazi ka m forward ọrụ na the receipt.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Mazi Wunze, please move with speed.
Yes. Next person, Bo Henry. Henry, can you unmute yourself, please?
Can you unmute?
Henry, unmute. Oh, sorry. I'm going to mute now.
Okay.
Yes.
Ahamo Chinonso.
Yes, go ahead now.
Unmute Kwaramike here again. Unmute it, please. Don't touch
Someone
it again.
I think someone is actually muting me because I'm not touching my phone anymore.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So as kele our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, maka kam kono so even mgbe anọ na-akpọ ya ọnụ ndị mmadụ ndị mma yotago ha nọkwa na-akọ ihe ha na-akọ even during the time of Peter Obi, you know, ha nọkwa na-ekwu ihe ha na-ekwu batara maka ya, but I'm happy that today he's able to visit us and then be able to also encourage us to confirm to us that where we are going is truly a better place, where he's leading us to is going to be actualized, especially with regards to what is coming by December. So in view of that, I am using 100 Ejema to buy cola for our Prime Minister. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry. Chinedu. Ndewo. That's beautiful. Okay, Zikwugonu. Ma aka gị ka dị n'enu. Freeman. Ike otu onye. Unmute yourself.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Please. And when we keep the camera on, Pastor Vam.
Yes, go.
Camera on. The camera on. You need the camera because it's on. The camera on now. On your camera, every other person because on no camera.
Okay. Ọka ama eji asụsụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede ọka ụkwa ofu onye n'ime otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ onye nta akụkọ ala Biafra Adediora mgbe kelele m gị onye isi anyị ọbata obie itiara ikondo nje ọkụ ekelele m gị onwe onye dịka gị o nwere okwu ikwuru kịta o nwere okwu ikwuburu mbụ isi na ka anyị na-eme ihe a na ha na-eme meeting na Aso Rock and meeting ha na-eme na Aso Rock wee ezigbote meeting na kaimen ka anyị hapụnụ Maazị Nnamdi Kalụ na this guy onye a na-ewetakwa onye a na-ebukwa agha abịa and agha ibu abịa ha agaghị alụnwu ya o nwee ihe ikwuru na ọ bụrụ na ị nwee chance ịnọ ebe anyị nọ na-atụ ha ngele na ị ga-atụ ha ngele tụsasịa ebe ahụ ha nọ and nke a wee eziokwu anyị kwetere na gị anyị na-eso gị na-esochi gị ike ebe ọbụla ọ sọrọ gị jee anyị so gị na-aga enwe m ọtụtụ okwu enwekwana m ajụjụ na ihe niile ị na-eme anya na-ahụ ya ụwa niile amarago na yes iwe ọbata obie ụwa niile amarago na yes iwe ọbata osu n'ala Igbo onye ihu na onye azụ amarago na yes ịbatara ihe niile dị ọkụ na-ajụ oyi even ndị jiri oyi na-adịkwa ọkụ andọ ihe onye ọbụla chọrọ so maka nke a ejikwa m n'aha ndị otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ na-ebutere gị taxi ga-ebuga gị ọdụ ụgbọ ozugbo ndị ị na-emesị ihe ị na-emesị taxi ga-ebu gị aga ọdụ ụgbọ ga-eburu gị efeli alaghachi ebe ị nọ ọnọrọgo eji m 50 Ejema na-ebutere gị taxi. Thank you very much ọbata obie. Thank you very much my Prime Minister.
Thank you.
Ndewo Freeman.
Email ọfụma. Next is Isaac. Isaac, unmute yourself.
It looks like academic is working now. Can you try him too?
Oh, is he?
No, he's raising his hand.
His academic highness, I am mute.
Can you hear me?
Finally, yes.
Oh, thank you. I doff my cap. Your Excellency, the Ambassador of Biafra. The seaside. That was what I was saying before with my family, entirely speaking, just like you are with your family. This is a family. The etymology of nation starts from family, and you must make your family to function. And that is the reason and why the entirety of the family of Biafra, meaning the glomerulus aggrandizement of the family of Igbo to its highest extension, are craving the indulgence of nationhood. And we must get this nation because our forefathers were not stupid by creating the word Biafra. Even the white people came and transacted with us. When we have the peak of transaction was in 1821, when you have the likes of King Jaja of Opobo. King Jaja of Opobo was an Igbo man, and you have King Deputy Nana Ovarawem, who developed the place that you call the Ashanti in Ghana. And from there it logorated to Togo, and it logorated to all other Central African republics. So what we are doing now is we are trying to make sure that that decision that God Almighty, the Zarathustra, Chukwokika Biama, gave to us come to the light of what is happening now. There are some people that don't understand that it is not by prayer, but it is by we participating in what is happening in the world. Today, Nigeria has sold its sovereignty to some Chinese companies. I don't want to dilagare what we're saying today, but I want to support what we're doing here, starting from little and by little. I support this family of Australia, starting from 50-50, and I will send exactly the receipt, Sonny Akparawa, meaning 100 ejema. God bless you. In secula secularum.
Thank you. Thank you, His Academic Highness. Thank you. Always.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So Isaac, can you unmute yourself now? And Isaac, can you unmute? Next is Stephen. Stephen, can you unmute yourself? Yes, Stephen, go ahead.
There one onye isi ekene m gị afọ m bụ ezigbo afọ m bụ Chukwudi. Enwere m a little something m chọrọ ikwu. Anyị nwawu ndị anyị so na ndị nọ na formal IPOB Australia. So I was actually kicked out because of you. So I've been following you up to this moment. So, but my heart was shattered, but in Yahakunam hope again that all is well. So initially, 100, I told me to Kandos on we keep initially $150. Kamji welcome again. Manam a grow that lemon. Ne bakwara get now support BLA with extra $300. Thank you very much.
There we man.
Chukwudi dalo. So Chukwudi can never so extra 300 plus 150. Yeah, or 450.
Yes. Mate again. There.
Dalo mana enwere ihe kwuru isi na ije osoro kwuo na anyị nọ bụ na IPOB. Isobu anyị na bidoro autopilot. So mana m so wade ịbata ichighatago na ichighatago. No, my brother. Dalo.
You're welcome.
Ọbata obi inugo niile na ọbata obi inugo ọ sị na inyekwara ya hope.
Yes.
Inyekwara ya hope.
But actually support. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are welcome, my brother.
Isaac, are you still there? Isaac, unmute yourself now. Isaac, unmute yourself.
Please, those that are watching,
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Our link for Northern tour have changed, so I will post the link on our X page, and of course it will be shared as many as people who want to join the tour. But continue, please, Australia. We are not.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Now my picture may not come up, but but let me be speaking. How about there
were.
Odogwu nwoke n'agha. Ana m ekele ana m asụ welcome to Australia. Nwee ọtụtụ okwu na-awụhụ na Chineke nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwu okike abịa ma na ala Biafra na mmụọ niile nọ na Biafra ha chewe n'ọkụtụ chenye na-enye chenye n'abalị chenye eshi nkwọ eshi orie eshi afọ na eshi eke a gwara Biafra chewe onwe ihe ga-eme jishi ike n'ọrụ jishi ike ndewo eji m aga m eji 100 eje mma osom lekwe ọjị werekwe 100 eje mma were that lemon my sister-in-law butere so na-aṅụ ya wụ ihe ka m gwa ya wụ ihe wụkwa ọgwụ dị egwu gị gawa otu ihe na-aga n'ugwu Awụsa gị were kpụrụ ọ ga-asaṅụ olu sang nkọlọ olu m ga-awụ jede biga na-ekwu geregere na-ekwutere Biafra Maazị Simon Ekpa our prime minister ọ ga-arụ mma ugbu a ruo mgbe ebighị ebi ihe niile na-arụ ọrụ under you Biafran government in exile executives niile Pastor Vam go 247 brother Akparewa niile ha ma ndị m chetara ma ndị m na-echete asị m Chukwu okike abịa ma ala Biafra ya chewe ọnụ ise Ada dị ọra mma I love you so much. I love you so much. Gị nwa nwanyị ọ ga-arụ na mma
thank you.
Ha bụrụ bịa n'ihu n'azụ ka ị nọ ha bụrụ bịa n'azụ n'ihu ka ị nọ ihe ị ga-awụ owu jump and pass until Biafra bịa ndị dewo nne m.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Any more hands? Australia, we're still there's still room.
We still have one hand here. Olivia Anozie, unmute yourself.
Olivia has just finished. Olivia, your hand is still up.
Then we have BRJ in New York.
Yes. Oh, New York is in the house.
Biafra, ndewo. Yeah, ọ na-amasị m ileso our PM nwa amụrụ gbegbe na-agagharị because na-abụ m ada Biafra. So eso m PM
ihe a gbara mgbe a mụrụ Maazị Simon Ekpa.
Yes, ọ bụ nwa amụrụ gbegbe. Nna ya mụrụ ya. So amụrụ m lemon mara Marinze wetara ọ mara mma. So a ma eji 50 eje mma were otu lemon si PM anyị gawala iru. Ndewo.
Thank you, Ezinwanne.
Thank you.
Sorry, Pastor Luke. Sister Teresa, Wanda Teresa, ọ ka nọ ebe a ka ọ kwesịrị ikwu okwu na.
Let me see. Teresa, no, ọ ka nọ here. Wanda Teresa, mute yourself now.
Okay. Am I coming through?
Yes, you are.
You need your video on?
Amazon.
It's a video. Go ahead.
Okay, video. It's not allowing me to.
Start it
it's not
now.
allowing me. Yes. PM. No, na Australia. I na-ekene gị nnukwu. Anyị sị gị no. Ana m akpọ gị our PM. Na-akpọkwa gị our brother. In the sense that Like when we are like this, we sit like a family. Then you come to every country, you sit with the people in that country, the Biafrans there, as a family. Like now, we are together with you. You educate us on what we need to know in a jovial way. It's like Egunamo. So we crack jokes. We are in lighter mood. Then when you are with, where you be like a prime minister, you talk with all your strength, without caring for what you say. That is the way it should be, without fear or favor. So I'm saying that you are God sent. All Biafrans are behind you. And without saying so much, we are praying for you every day. All Biafrans are praying for you and our leader, Mas Nankano. No weapon fashioned against you will ever prosper. We are all praying for you day and night. So, I'm trying to take 100 ejema to take 1 lemon for your throat. So that lemon is very nice, and I'm sure it will work well in your throat. So your next trip will be very nice. So you come to us as a family. We talk as a family. We learn a lot from you in a jovial mood, like a real family. Everybody can testify that we are now a family here. So that's what I'm saying. Then, Adade Orama, please, I'm using 50 ejema. Is she around?
Oh, no, Kwea.
Yes, I know, yeah.
Yes, I'm using 50 ejema for you to, to tell them yaha. To say about tell me yaha, to say you can about to be a car on a do to persuade. Go on Anuya. Mandina join Nakahami and try Nakahami and Wangole. It gives us joy. It is a name I know like I know every minute of the day. So, Dalono. About your dear, Megana, God will take you home with all your team members to the next to your next journey. Thank you. Yeah.
Dalo nwada Teresa. Adade Olama biko before it aha ọkwụkwa n'ụgwọ ọkwụrụ cash.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, we have a
Nenaya, please unmute yourself. Because let there be more hands. I can read Neng Australia. This is your moment. Ngwanu. Ngwanenya, go ahead. Thank you.
Ndewo no, Australian family. Ndewo my prime minister. I'm Nenaya from Italy. Anu m azụtara ya ofu oroma nkịrịsị with $50 ejemma. Because ka olie na-agbake nke m mgbe ọwụna, we love you. Anyị hụrụ gị n'anya, na-aga na anyị niile so gị n'azụ. Ndewo.
Tinye agwụgwọ.
Ehi na-aga na-eso gị n'azụ, nke a prime minister na-aga na-eso gị n'azụ. Mba. Ndewo, jide kidio, ndewo. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
will send the receipt to Sani Aparawa. I will send it immediately to him. Thank you. You see me, you can do. Okay.
Thank you, Imena. Next hand up, Bo. Mighty Dot. Mighty Dot, can you please unmute yourself?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah. Greetings, Biafrans. My Prime Minister, I greet you. Australians, I greet you. Yes, I wanted to honor that state today that our Prime Minister used in visiting Australia, as usual, with 50 Ejema. And I want to tell you, my Prime Minister, you have given me a hope. You have given me, with you and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, I already knew that I'm a God. But with the kind of, with your activities, with your leadership, the glory of Biafra has been restored. And I walk with my shoulders high. I am golden. The kind of glory, even people around me, they see the glory. And if you are a Biafran, you are not seeing that glory of Biafra. You are not feeling it. You should go and check yourself. Thank you. We are going to meet in the northern Nigeria. Now that place, Ochite, that's what today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Any more hands, please, please? Biko, Kaime and Kenke. PM.
Okay. My PM, Obatobia, His Excellency. Omaka Meloge, Simon Epa. You know, somebody like me, Ayochuku, the first place in Frogobo, na Ike Kwele na Germany. Mgbe na achọ ụmụ nkịta ahụ na-achịsi ụmụ nkịta ahụ. I remember na IPOB meeting, I told them, onye anụnwa ihe ahụ o mere bụ ihe o kwesịrị ime because ihe abụghị ihe awa leaders ndị a ka ha jeme. So that is the first place m fụrụ, and agwara m ha that day si ha kwefuru onye a na onye anụnwa ga-emecha kwuwe maka Biafra, and today ọ na-eme. Obatobe, sorry to say this, ịma that na this Biafra anyị na-eme ọ ihe mmụọ. So enwere ndị for Biafra clear. So my Prime Minister, I really appreciate you. On our one like this, I always nechete maka gị. I don't call you on phone. I don't call you to ask you question. Because again, sometimes enwe ihe gbatara m n'obi. Within 2 days or 3 days, in a 2 weeks here, anything over na eme. We are in the spirit together. I really appreciate you in him, what you have done. Otiti webia hicha ndị Igbo anya mmiri. Ihe na-eme wo something masịrị m. Mana eje eme nwunye. That is why ndị wee kwụrụ n'azụ. Kwụrụ n'azụ, akwụ nge n'azụ. Na-aga na isogo n'azụ. So achọrọ m iji 300 eje mma. Were wara gị ọjị. Then were kwa 100 eje mma. Were gota lemon. Were nye gị. Cause na lemon, ama m anya lemon, ọ na-asasasị akpịrị. And ezigbo ọgwụ ka ọgwụ. Daalụ Ọbataobie, Ọmaka ma elugo nna m.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my
Our honorable admin, Udo Drege. Thank you very much. Any more hands, please?
His academic highness hand is up.
Yes. Thank you, brothers and sisters.
Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, brothers and sisters, most especially to our ambassador Iwunze, Honorable Iwunze. And I was so emotional on the exhibition of one of our brother, this our last brother that spoke now, and I wanted to support him with the whooping sum of 50 Ejema, EGM. I will communicate that later. The other one have been communicated. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Praise the Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back in the house.
Manuel Musa, unmute yourself.
Emma is back in the house.
Biko ashimeji before malaba macheji n'ebe PM na ụmụnne m niile. Of course, onye ọbụla mara. Ihe nshimekwu before ihe mere na-eme wụ ụmụnne anyị ndị nyege aka ugbu. Biko na ụmụnne, the most important thing is to continue the momentum. Biko onye nyere ihe o nyere n'abalị nwee anyị nwere monthly contribution nga aka ha nwaanyị ya kụgide edi ya ihe ọbụla ọ pụtara. Even emechara m na platform dị Igbo and ụmụnne m debara ahụ na-ekwu na phone shi ga-enwe ego iji eti as worst case scenario enwe ego iji eti ga-ekpemere na-enye ekpere. We need every help we can get in whichever way it comes. Just like our Prime Minister said, this is a multi-dimensional war. We are following it from anywhere we can get. Even igishi nje na nro mami wata je rie dinner na nje jetara n'azụ as long as ihe a na-eme na-aga. Biko no, ihe ọbụla anyị na-eme, let us bear in mind that so long as this thing is ongoing, finance is always going to be a critical issue. I mean, when I mean critical issue, I'm talking about a crucial aspect of it. Ndị ụmụ okorobịa na-awụgharị na-eji ndụ ha achụ aja eri hụ nri aṅụghị pure water. Like I was saying to a friend, if sent here, so let us keep it up. You can get $1,000 today or whatever you give tonight. If you don't sustain it by grazing the engine, how long can you tag before Yago? So let me not take too much of our time, but I think the message got it clear if we look at it in the context I'm saying it. I need the bottom line, I need the ongoing finance or whatever it is. Maka awaka kanyom anyuko mamiron yabo. One-off payment, of course, sounds exciting. Prime Minister Biala now or Konyo, then it will look like nothing happened. They won.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Well
sir.
noted.
Enwe onye na-asị na ọ na-eweli aka ọ dị ka ọsị nọ 18290.
Oh, Elijah.
Elijah, unmute yourself.
Elijah, unmute yourself.
Hello, Umuchineke. Good afternoon, sirs. From Biafra land, Kamnakpo.
There were.
They won I'm madam na the meeting. I'm Pogaram Aje. So now, K time I get J we have my from now Prime Minister's Twitter. So me with the two we made some result. Kita kamba is me here now. So from YouTube can just when what is you. So obi the moton kuku. So I went on a 0 grounds. So now I'm doing I know from Europe before. I know because we say we say I'm at a so we go my even Prime Minister Makoen. Then Akpara was Sonny. I had the more Elijah Kagina and so I'm making a KGCK onye wine.
There were. Thank you.
Prime Minister is the good guy. When they say the good guy, people should understand. Is the one that is in line with the plight of the people. That is the etymology of the good guy.
That's correct.
Of course,
bless
oh,
you,
good guy. He's the good guy now.
Honoraris of Biafra. Thank you.
Our PM is a good guy. Only if Nigeria understand. He's a good guy who has come to help them. Even whoever it is in Nigeria. Our PM is here to help everyone. But they don't understand.
Emmanuel, your hand is up again. Unmute yourself. PM Wakoma, because with all due respect, Omerun Zepo, Agama another excuse at this point. Please, Wakoma. Ukwiji Biak Ijala. ọchụ nwa ọkụkọ nwa ada nwa ọkụkọ nwa nwa ọsọ enwe ihe ga-eme gị na ọgwụ aga akpọ gị. You are fighting a just cause, and God will always refill you with strength. You'll be rejuvenated until the end of this journey and beyond. Chineke Gozegi, thank you for coming, and thank you for rejuvenating the spirit of our people, because the arrest of Mazen, the kidnap of our leader Mazen Nandekano dampened the spirit of many, myself included. Thank you for your emergence. May God bless you. This is from me.
Thank you. Jude, Jude is raising hand. Jude, are you on mute? I think.
Oh, yes, I'm on mute.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, PM. You are welcome to Australia. No. First, Abatram late, and Abatram Awachagoji and all that, so, but I will start from somewhere. I'm a $50 where PM Oji. A $50 where go with PM. On a gonna be at now, so then with $100 would support how he's coming. So all up, yeah, about $200 each month over there. Yeah. And they were in question. They were first. At least yeah, the whole thing so that I go,
Okay.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this one. You're welcome. I hope none. Very good. Oh, me.
All right.
Oh, me.
Airborne to the Biafra Defense Forces, Biafra Liberation Army, and Biafra Resistance Fighters. Airborne to the Black Marine and Black Marine Dragon Fighters, the Biafra Navy in Bakassi Peninsula.
Yes. You are welcome to Australia. From now, anywhere, go on one of Biafra land. On one.
Jude, Alpha in to my PM. So yeah, man, we add here something. I'm happy if you know dig today. I'm happy to see you know dig today, Jude. So I have it through PM. I don't know if to say something there.
I don't ekute you know. I don't akutakwana ya n'ọkpọ. Oh, you want one. Just few things. You can share when you can. It is free to answer. You answer. If you are not, don't worry about it.
Wait, I another jump question. Just ask it.
Okay, good. Even try to here, maka even ngotara from X and social media. Among how truth or the national, the previous zoological republic government, the former Buhari, sold our resources to foreign companies. Now, my question there, how am I with Biafra? If I know, because Madam Abata, real property in a bill, are happy like that. Another thing, here is
the question of Fuma, so let me address that one.
Okay. Asking that my own room on them no, which I don't know more the crude for 7 years.
Never again.
Crude oil for 7 years.
Onye recruit for 7 years. On Kenon and not on Kenon and Jikao.
Ebe ke nwetara crude na
Akwas na we ko nke I discover na not now. When cast not I spend $billions where trouble there. In a
okay. Sorry, Jude, can you aka ọ bụrụ orure as no collateral na eji eburu ego in arrears eji eburu ego na ọbụghị orure
were ewu manye ụdọ na were ụdọ manye ewu ofe ere ya for 7 years ọ bụkwa collateral ofe ha na-ere ya for 7 years mana ihe na chekọwa bụ na what I'm trying to say is that ego a na-ebunye onwe nke ifo na Biafra land.
Yeah.
Ego a na-ebunye onwe eji arụ na Biafra land. Mgbe eji ebite ego na China kwa ebichara onyecha ndị enyecha ma $1 ma nke onwe nke ifo na Biafra land.
No.
The people that call themselves senators gathered in Enugu to be talking rubbish. So the point I'm trying to make is that oye biri ego we nye anyị we were oyala anyị nye the people ndị na echitiri ha.
419.
419 ka emere ha. So Nigeria, the people should understand that name a session constitution na 419. 419 ka emere ha. Biafra government will never cede even one single stone to anybody.
Okay. Very good.
We will fight it both locally and internationally. It's law. Law cannot be changed. You can't change law. So did we take part? You know, one thing they don't know is, Nigeria don't know anything. What they don't know is that, when this thing will start, when we begin to fight it legally, because then it's not between us and Nigeria alone, okay? It's going to be between us, the Nigeria, and then those who went into the agreement with Nigeria.
That's right.
First of all, we have not benefited anything from whatever they have done. So it is going to be between them and Nigeria. From our own side, we will settle it legally. So that must be and there is always a solution to anything when it comes to legal battle. So we're going to settle it. But the point is that we're not giving anything free of charge to anybody.
Yeah.
So that is just.
Yeah. My second question here about information. It's not question, but information is now a company abroad, Sterling Global. And Sterling Global is taking crude from Obudiagwa to Ndoni, where their ship is. Like they make more than 2 or 3 trips every day. Every day, you will see over 20 trucks line up. I've met them. I've shared the road with them. I've been to the place, even a more flood in Indoni. And it's really worrisome because over any accident, the communities, the close there will all perish because this is crude. Or catch a fire, you don't control it. So how are we going to control these gangs to make sure that we put a stop to what they are doing now?
This is happening under Nigeria.
Yeah.
So under Biafra, it is going to be the opposite. But let me finish now. So one is that we are going to have developed a law that will guide anything crude. It is not going to be owned by individual. It is going to be owned by Biafra government. As we practice confederation, it is going to be owned by each state that these oils are found in their land. And of course, it will be regulated by the federal or the central government. So what this means is that once this policy take effect, the issue of the lackadaisical and the nonsensical attitude of those who were involved in, polluting our land and running the businesses like they are running today is completely gone. The difference is that you go to Saudi Arabia today, you see how their oil businesses is being run. You go to Norway today, you see how their oil businesses are being run. This is happening because the government of Nigeria is not a government. And that's why we are fighting to have our freedom, where we can govern ourselves, rule ourselves, and develop ourselves the way we want. So you don't come here to complain like this. So once Biafra comes, all these concerns will be resolved the next minute, even before any other thing, before anything else. We'll make sure that environmental law, this nonsense owning of oil well and all that to individual, allocating it to individual, will end automatically. Of course, we are going to revoke everything. So that's why most of them are fighting tooth and nail to stop Biafra, because they know Nigeria represents evil and corruption. Biafra has come to end it. So we are going to take model from different countries that have done well, especially those where, even though we're not going to rely on the oil and all that, but at least for the fact that we have it, we will make sure that we take models from the countries that have done well, like I have just said. In Norway is an example. Norwegian have their oil, and it is owned by the government, and nobody is doing what the Nigeria state are doing. I don't know why. Please, somebody should tell this the coordinator in Lagos to. Is he not seeing that I'm having a live program? So, like I'm saying, everything that is happening today is going to be the opposite. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, PM.
That have answered my third question. So I don't gonna go to that again.
Wonderful. That's good. Yeah. Excellent. Any other person? Any more hands? Any more hands?
Yes, we have academic
Godwin.
hand is up. Then Godwin's hand is up again.
Yep. Academic Highness, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Brethren?
Yes.
Yes, I salute the courage of His Excellency, the Ambassador, Dr. Iwunze, and all your accolades here present, just the way I salute the courage of Mazinam Dikano and the courage of our Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of Biafran Republic government in exile. Etymologically, the Primo Ministero Gubernaculum in Exilium. Our people need to learn the meaning of nation building. That is what I've been preaching. Nation building has nothing to do with biblical quotation or with native doctoral quotation. What we need to do now is simply to follow the Charter of the United Nations. Our Prime Minister is very, 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 very strong in history. He told us the history of the Israelites from 1947, 1948. And I have been talking in several occasions that there was something that was called United Nations Truth Observation. The lacuna of the creation of the Suez Canal Suez Canal was created to remove, to demarcate Africa from the Middle East. When they say Middle East, it is a lie. Our Prime Minister knows this very, very verbatim and very, very verum, personarum. We have won the zoo. It is left for our people to stop looking upon the likes of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and the Soludos. Those people don't have the spirit of collectivism, but they follow the spirit of what you call historical Darwinism. Historical Darwinism has to do with individualism. Individualism is not good, but collectivism is good. It is because of collectivism that Nnamdi Kanu abdicated everything concerning his life. And the Prime Minister did the same thing. And all of us are doing the same thing. We have to inculcate the spirit of unism, collectivism. Biafran Prime Minister have paid the highest price, and we must get Biafra in this arco temporalis. There is nothing any spirit can do in this world, because Biafra predated Nigeria. Nigeria came just 1914, and the expiring date was 2014. Before Nigeria, there was the United African Company around 1887. So we are at the era where our people will be recognized and in the international dinner table, and our Prime Minister is doing it because it is one person that must stand, not two persons. I thank you all. Prime Minister, bravo. Ebon.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Your Academic Highness. Mazi Godwin, please go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. The Prime Minister of the Biafra government, as we are getting towards the end of this program, I will be using the sum of 100 ejema to order for Uber, so that, you know, the Uber will hurry up, because you have another engagement. I believe from here to Sydney Airport is not going to take that much. So I'll make 100 ejema, now order Uber. And another 50 ejema, now say other there Rama, ya turongi olorinhe lorinhi. Imuhe lorinhi buribu. Monanguma bu olorinhe lorinhi, making it $150 in this one. So in total, on up to 500 or so. The Prime Minister of the Biafra government is doing things that no one has ever done in the history of our liberation. So we have to give him all the support he needs in this world to achieve. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Godwin. No, Godwin, here we
Prime Minister, here our Prime Minister. Can't hear there goes, bro.
Oh, be it Thank you very much. I'm a nan to tell you, if it's to a cantu.
But it's three. I don't know.
Adanne jisike ina bali kwani no adade olamma ma yize
olu awe angelic olu etere manu anointed voice.
I want you to
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Another hand is up. Mbebu Emeka. Mbebu Emeka, can you unmute yourself?
All
yes,
right,
go ahead.
I'm here, make another meeting. So you can coordinate so we have to start the next
okay. Yes. Go ahead.
Because weekend on because
yeah, start your video.
My prime minister. Now you go Lange, I think Ishini, Yagazie. Because actual major na occasion of Hewele, Yena Kiru, prime minister Ufemo. That's what I'm a big over with the Yena Kiru.
I wetara mana ị nwere ike wetakwu na-agbawanye
Ikechukwu wetara aka ilu so onye nwekwara lemon ebe aha ị nwere ike weta lemon.
Okay, n'aha nnukwu ezinụlọ anyị nwere n'ofu lemon na-etiga na-akpa prime minister esi ka ọ na-aga ihe eji atụgbọwa mmanya ndị ọ na-aṅụ ọ na-adị mma n'arụ jikwa ohere a na-atụkwa na ama etigo obere egwu na maka na nnukwu ezinụlọ egwu ka anyị na-eji aga ọ na-enye anyị obi aṅụrị anyị maara na ị ga-eme ya anyị maara na ị ga-eme ya anyị maara na ị ga-eme ya nnukwu ezinụlọ na-asị na ị ga-eme ya anyị maara ị ga-ewetara anyị Biafra anyị maara na ị ga-ewetara anyị anyị maara na ị ga-ewetara anyị Biafra nnukwu ezinụlọ na-asị na ị ga-ewetara anyị Biafra ọbata obi ewi heyu onye ọ na-afụ ya afụma anyị laga obodo nna anyị ohe Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you. Thank you.
Biko mgbe ikukwele ego one okwule ego one o je wele mo.
Biko ịmana obi aṅụrị eru adadịọla mgbe ga-aghọta obi aṅụrị mgbede ebe m eji m 100 eje mma na-akwado nnukwu ezinụlọ ya were lemon wejere prime minister na akpa ya ekelekwe m unu.
Thank you.
Biko na-eji m ohere wee na-eme announcement onye chọrọ ịbata otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ bịa m n'igwe kpọọ m mana anyị nwekwere rules and regulation n'ọnụ oyibo anyị nwere iwu ji anyị onye chọrọ ịbanye n'ụgbọ na-eje eje otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ mee ka m mara ka ntinye gị na ya ndewo.
Wonderful. Thank you. Well, I think at this stage we have there is every reason that Australia will not be the same again. PM, we have broken new grounds. We have wakened some sleeping giants. And everything will begin to work. Tonight, I was able to talk to New Zealand and the president of the Igbo Association there. Nothing is happening in that part of the world, and we are making sure that we're beginning to extend all through Oceania to really begin to awaken our people and get everybody on board. So we want to thank you once again. On behalf of our leadership here, my admin, Maze Ayochukwu, Emeka, who is assisting me, and our other leaders, we want to thank you for this honor you have given us. And we are here with you 100%. Biafra is coming, and we will make sure that Australia is heard and Australia is awakened, and we will be doing the needful as expected of Biafrans. So thank you, PM. Thank you for your time. Thank you for our members of cabinet from around the world that have accompanied and be with us to support us. We are grateful. We thank each and every one of us. Our media team, Mazi Sonny, Pastor Vam, Unobo, Dike, thank you for never tiring and making sure that everything is working well for us. So we are grateful for everyone and say thank you. And it will not be the same for us here in Australia. God bless you all. Thank you.
We love you, Obatobe. Isike.
Thank you. That one.
Isike Odogo Kibo.
Australia,
God bless
thank
you.
very much for this today, and
There will
hopefully
be end.
I will see you people again as you continue to multiply and increase in your numbers in Australia, because I know that after as we enter September,
Exactly.
September, as we enter September, so as we are seeing, because we need as many people as possible, and prayer is, you know, your prayer and your support. All the things I need now is just to make sure that we have enough bullets. That's all. Enough bullets. You know,
That's
nobody
right.
can fight, you know, to protect our land, you know, better than us. And the one thing that Nigeria have come to realize is that our terrain is different, and we dictate how we fight them. You know, so they will provoke us. They will burn this and burn that. Don't shake. It's something that will happen. They will insult us, insult our women, assault them. I believe that by now people should understand that even our women and children have now mastered, you know, their tactics. No amount of provocation will make them to succumb and sell our people like before. So those images will be coming. You will even see, like yesterday or so, we heard the news that they attacked one of the students in the former Anambra. I will address that issue in the next meeting in northern Nigeria. So those terrorists in our land that they think they are going to use that to distract what we are doing, we are not going to be distracted. The only thing is that we are going to increase our strength, making sure that our defense against the Nigeria terrorist state is not reduced at all. But what they are trying to do now is to distract us so we can focus on those in the bushes wearing rag. You know, our army will face them, and then they will have a more upper hand in the other side. No, it's not going to happen. We will make sure that not even one person will be diverted to fight those in the forest. We are raising men and deploying different men to engage those in the forest. That's why I said we need to increase our bullets and guns. We are not going to reduce anybody from any command saying, go and engage these people, let other people go. No, it's not going to happen. So if they are trying to send all those terrorists to go and start attacking our students in their dormitories and all that, in order thinking that it's going to divide the attention, so we will reduce our men from other camps to there to go and start. It's not going to happen. And so this complaint will come, this kind of attack will happen, but we are on top of it. So you people should allow us, as I have not made any statement officially about the attack on our students and how they were kidnapped in former Anambra State. It's not because I did not see it. So, but they are going to hear from us. In the coming months, we have said it that from the 30th of this month, no border is open in Biafra land, and no cow will be allowed to cross into our land from anywhere. If we see you, we don't have prison where we are going to keep you. And everybody should know that we don't have prison. We are still fighting for our freedom. We don't even have a place where we can keep you and feed you with a bar or anything. No, we don't have it. And I'm sorry that we don't have it. And we cannot even afford it yet at this point. So what it means is that violators, you are on your own. Thank you.
Thank
you. See you all in the northern Nigeria. See you all in the northern Nigeria. Airborne to the Biafra.
Airborne.
Airborne, Obatobie.
Airborne, Obatobie.
Airborne.
Bless you very much.
Airborne, Obatobie.
Thank you.
One na Biafra land.
Yes.
Thank
you.
Media team, please get ready to start the Northern Nigeria, please. Very important. The link has been shared. The media team, please take charge of this. I'm going to leave now and see you all in the Northern Nigeria tour. Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you,
you,
PM.
PM.
For coming.
Wonderful.
God bless.
Bye bye.
Australia.
Bye bye, Ogogo.
They will.
Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.